Jeff. That was very good time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this broadcast of the Gilmer Buckeyes versus the Gladewater Bears. I'm your host for this evening, Jeff Rash. I'm joined by the color commentary of my good friend, Mr. Blake Lander. Blake, how are you this evening?
Man, I'm great. Glad you're back with us, Rash. And, man, what a great time it is going to be here at Lobo Stadium, the battle of G-Towns, Gilmer versus Gladewater, packed out. It's going to be quite a football game tonight.
Well, this is why God made Friday nights right here.
That's right.
I'm telling you, I wouldn't miss this game for all the tea in China. I've been out for a few weeks and for weddings and a hunting trip in Canada, and I'm glad to be back. And what a great way to come back. Gilmer versus Gladewater. Gilmer's arch nemesis for many years, battle of the G-Towns, orange and black versus orange and black. 13 miles separate these two competitors, and a rivalry that stems all the way back as far as these programs go, especially heated in the 80s, and has just been a tremendous competition between these two fine schools, and there is a lot at stake here tonight. We're in the 13th game, the third round of the playoffs. Gladewater is quite certain that they are going to come out on top tonight. Pigskin Prep has Gilmer picked as a 13-point winner.
That's right. We'll go over some of our predictions here in a moment of guys about the broadcast and those around. But you know, like I said, Gladewater, this is one of their best years. They come in only have lost really one game. That was to Thomas More in Louisiana in Shreveport. They lost 21-42, but they have been dominating all year as well. In just a moment, we'll go over some of the common opponents that they've faced, that Gilmer's faced in comparison. But they come in, they are really confident that this is their year, and but we know the Army of Buckeyes is here strong, and the Gilmer Buckeyes will come out and will give their best effort, and we'll see what happens.
Well, we have a lot to talk about tonight, but let's start with what's going on here in the stadium. First of all, we have a beautiful night tonight. The temperature is just right for football tonight. The weather is clear. The stadium is packed. I've been to a lot of games here in Lobo Stadium, but let me set the scene for those of you that are listening back home. Both sides of the stadium are completely filled to the brim. People standing along the tops, looking around the signs on both sides, and all around the south bowl. If everybody's been here to Lobo before, you know there's a giant grass bowl around the end zone. That is currently filling up and should be filled up before this game probably gets underway. People everywhere, all over the grass, standing around on the hills, and there is no seats available, and the crowd is electric on both sides. We've had cheerleaders on the field flipping, having contests against the Gladewater cheerleaders. We've got signs posted all over this place. The cheerleaders and drill team have worked very diligently on that. The crowd, the Nut Hut, has expanded to about 5,000 over on the Gilmer side tonight.
Yeah.
Charles is leading cheers, the whole stand rocking back and forth and doing the wave and yelling and cheering, and the atmosphere is absolutely like a state championship here tonight.
Totally.
And most people have said, boy, this would have been a great state championship game.
That is true. Folks are driving by here at 10 o'clock. They were lining up for tickets to get extra tickets. We sold out, I believe, days ago of our allotment, and so just when I got here to do the devotional for the team, I mean, already the line for Gilmer's side was already all the way back to the Lobo scoreboard to get around to the gate, and just incredible atmosphere. Like you said, this is what Friday nights are made for, and not a better two teams that are playing so well this season to face off here tonight.
Both teams come in, of course, Gilmer being undefeated, Gladewater early in the season, losing to a private school, I believe out of
Shreveport,
Shreveport. They have been dominant all year long. I'm going to rattle off a few stats for you. We do this every once in a while, but I want you to, as an audience, to be able to absorb some of these things, and this kind of sets up what we're looking at tonight as far as both these teams and the winning traditions. Gilmer, first of all, has a 12-game winning streak over Gladewater. We have not lost in 12 consecutive years against Gladewater. The last time we lost was in 01, and that was an overtime loss, I believe. It was 20-14, and tough loss there. But other than that, have only lost that one game since Jeff Traylor's been here. Gilmer has an 8-game winning streak at Longview Lobo Stadium. Our last loss was to Liberty ILO in 2006, which I was here for that game as well. Gilmer has a 5-game winning streak in playoffs at Longview Lobo Stadium. So we do very, very well here in this particular stadium. Gilmer has won more games, 171, than any other 4A team in the state since the year 2000. Unbelievable.
Wow.
We are in the top 5 overall in the state of Texas in all divisions, behind Katy, South Lake Carroll, Euless Trinity, and Aledo. Gilmer's either won the state championships or lost in the playoffs to the eventual state champions 8 of the last 11 years. This is Jeff's 15th season here at Gilmer. This is Gilmer's 14th consecutive year in the playoffs. This is Gilmer's 8th consecutive year to reach the 3rd round of the playoffs, which is an unbelievable feat.
Right.
This is the 10th time in the last 12 years for the Buckeyes to reach the 3rd round of the playoffs. Jeff Traylor's winning percentage is 87%. His record is 171-26 at Gilmer, and he is 13-1, like we said earlier, against Gladewater. Jeff Traylor teams have outscored Gladewater 620 to 234, or an average of 44 to 17. Gilmer is 149-16 overall since 2003. As far as winnage percentage, that's a 90% winning percentage. Jeff is currently ranked 8th best among all active coaches in the state of Texas, and just a phenomenal list of things. We are ranked first in this week's Class 4A Pigskin Prep Power Rankings. We're ranked first in this week's Old Coach Class 4A Division 2 poll. And Gilmer is ranked first in this week's Class 4-2 Dave Campbell's Texas football ranking. So everybody's recognized the powerhouse that Gilmer has become. We're also ranked first in this week's Class 4A2 MaxPreps.com rankings. We had, listen to this, Blake, unbelievable. Gilmer's 743 points scored is the most in all classifications in the state of Texas.
Wow, that is unbelievable.
And keep in mind how many points we held off the board this year.
Right.
By putting the 4th string in the 3rd quarter. So just absorb that for a minute. Gilmer's 61.9 points per game average. Let me repeat that. 61.9 points per game average is the most of all classifications in the state of Texas. Gilmer only allows 14.75 points per game. That's the 6th best in 4A football. And Gilmer's 47.2 point average margin of victory is the most in Class 4A Division 2 and 3rd most of all classifications combined. Gilmer's offense is averaging 550.9 yards per game. And just it goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. It's unbelievable.
And I believe another stat that was given to us by Joe Dodd a little bit ago, I believe Gilmer only needs to score, is it 40 or 44 points to have scored the most?
We need 40 points to break the school record of 782 points, which was set in 2009.
Right.
And we need 690 offensive yards to break the school record set in 2004.
Wow.
So you're talking about the 2 state championship teams that came before, within reach of both records being broken.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. You know, and like we said, Gilmer has and Gladewater have played some common opponents this season, and just to let you know what those were like, we both played Dangerfield. Gladewater won 34-13. Gilmer won 61-9. We both played Carthage. Gladewater won 37-23. Gilmer won 58-21. Both played Tatum. Gladewater won 52-8, and that was our closest game all year, where we won 41-35. We both played Texarkana Pleasant Grove. Gladewater won 41-21. Gilmer won 50-7. And then we played Nevada Community. Gladewater won 66-14. Gilmer won 85-14. And so we've played some common opponents. Both of us have fared extremely well. Gilmer a little bit better in certain one of those things. But tonight it's just going to be, like they say, a slobber knocker, man. They're going to come out after it. And Gilmer and Gladewater are going to get after it tonight.
This is going to be an absolute barn burner of a game. There's score predictions all over the board. We're going to talk about some of the keys to the game next, but I want to talk about score predictions. A lot of people, go back to that Tatum game for a second. Gladewater is hinging on the fact that they really beat the fire out of Tatum, but Gladewater, Gilmer barely got by them. Right. We had an off game, whatever you want to call it. But you look at all those other four opponents, and the margin of victory was much greater to Gilmer. And here's the thing. That doesn't matter for Gilmer or Gladewater. It doesn't matter. The matchups that you see, one defense against another offense, and any given Friday night, any team can have a great night against a team with a bad night. So it really doesn't matter for either opponent on either side of the ball.
Exactly.
So you got to throw that out right away, and that's what a lot of them are building their hopes and dreams on in this game tonight, as far as Gladewater being able to defeat Gilmer.
That's right.
My score prediction, we did our weekly television show. And so I was trying to get a score prediction out of Jeff. Of course, that's like, right. I might as well have been talking to a tree. He said, as long as we win one point, we're happy.
Right.
I went ahead and put a prediction out there, and I'm going to tell you what that is now. I believe that because both teams have explosive offenses, we're going to talk about that next, but Gilmer's defense is just better than Gladewater's defense, and we're more explosive offensively. So I'm going to be conservative, okay? More conservative than most of my friends you're going to hear here. I'm going to say Gilmer's going to win this game by 21 points. I think the final score is 49-28.
49-28 by Jeff Rash. Like I said, a lot of the other folks here tonight, Joe Dodd has got us going 52-28. That is if Gilmer plays a great game, doesn't turn the ball over. Mark Skinner has 56-21. You just heard Jeff's prediction. Todd Robinson has 67-27, although Todd says if we get after it, he could go hang 80 plus again. So Benjamin Lander has 56-21, and then Braden Rash just called in his score for tonight. He has a very close game, but he has the Gilmer Buckeyes prevailing 62-56, from what I understand. And so some of these predictions are ready to go as the Gladewater Bears run out on the field. We're waiting the Gilmer Buckeyes, and we're going to hear our stands go crazy as the Buckeyes make it on the field in just a moment.
There's a lot of energy in this place tonight. These are the kind of games that I just live for. I love it.
I'm telling you,
this might as well be a state championship game, and what a good one it's going to be.
It's going to be.
This is going to be a great game. There are some key players on the offensive side of Gladewater of the likes that the Gilmer Buckeyes this year have not faced. Now Gilmer a lot of these students, Chase Tates and those guys, they've been in big games, and a lot of them, so they're not afraid of this. They've seen a lot of this before. But what we're going to see tonight, we're going to be seeing a lot of number 34. You're going to hear his name. His name is Dalen Mack. Listen to these stats. This guy is 6'1", 330 pounds. Okay. He's only got 34 carries this year. They use him when they get down in the red zone for 147 yards, but he's got 8 touchdowns, so he is pretty good inside the 5 or 6 yard lines to just run right over people. Their running back, number 2, James Reese. He's a senior, 5'9", 165 pounds. He's got 117 carries for 907 yards and 8 touchdowns in 9 games this year. And then number 32, you're going to hear his name a lot tonight, Justice Centers. He's 6 foot tall, 215 pounds, 108 carries for 720 yards and 11 touchdowns. So you're going to hear them. They've also got a great safety in Dalen Gordon. Defensively, you're also going to hear Mack, that 330-pounder. Dalen Mack, you're going to hear his name a lot defensively. He plays on the defensive line, and he is an absolute beast on the line of scrimmage as far as the defensively. So here's what we're looking at tonight. If you ask anybody from Gladewater, they're going to say they're going to win the game. The Buckeyes making their way on the field as we're speaking, and the crowd going bananas. If you ask anybody in Gilmer says that they're going to win. But you look at that, you look in their eye, and both have a little bit of doubt because of the respect that they have for the statistics and the size and the power and the athleticism of the team, the opposing player. We know what we're up against tonight.
Exactly.
Keys of the game are going to be simply this. We know that we're not going to win time of possession.
Right.
We haven't had that all year long.
No, we've not won that at all year.
We've only punted about 4 or 5 times in the entire year. So here's what Gladewater's job's going to do. They're going to try their very, very best to control the clock. No brainer. They're going to be good at doing it. They're always good for 3, 4, 5 yard runs. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. So they're going to eat up a lot of clock. Gilmer, on the other hand, is quick to score.
Right.
A lot of our scores come from the air, and you're going to see a lot of quick score as far as our offense traditionally, and so we're not taking up as much time on the clock. What this is going to come down to is two defenses making stands. Gilmer's defense to win this game needs to make at least minimum 2 good stops and get the ball back, get a turnover. They've got to be able to stop them. It can't be a quid pro quo, you score, I score, whoever scores last wins. You can't do that.
Exactly.
And so we're going to have to absolutely make sure that we get 2 at least good defensive stops, and not only that, turnovers are going to be a major factor. Either team turns over the ball, and we're going to have problems on either side of the ball, because that gives that next explosive opportunity for that offense to go down and make the score.
That's right. And the momentum, like you said, is just something. If Gilmer comes out with the defense and makes some significant stops and then scores at random, the momentum will be there, and we'll see how Gladewater responds. I believe we're about to go to the national anthem, and so
we're going to pause and take a commercial break here while we have our national anthem. Back to the action here on Black Friday. I guess we should rename it in Longview, Texas. Joe Dodd said earlier, from Black Friday to Orange and Black Friday, because that's all you're seeing in front of us tonight on both sides of the ball is a lot of orange and black.
If you're in Longview, Texas, and you want to get some shopping, it might be the time to do it, because everybody else is here at Lobo Stadium.
Everybody else is here. The stores are empty.
I'm looking up there. We've got 2 horses up there with riders up in there. I mean, everybody's coming out from the acreage and everything out here for this game. It's going to be a phenomenal game. And getting back to the point you were making, I think tonight's, like you said, it's going to be defense. Our defense is going to be better and play better, and I think that's going to be a lot of the key to be able to take away that kind of momentum as the Buckeyes have done in the past.
You talk about similarities of these teams, orange and black. Both teams 13 miles down the street, huge long-term rivalry. Both of these teams are carrying a jersey out on the field that represents a student, a player that was lost for them this season. Of course, Darian Pollard for us, and I forget the gentleman's name that they lost there in Gladewater in a car accident about 2 months ago, earlier in the season. But both teams have had a tragic loss from their team. The similarities are just eerie between these two football programs, especially this year.
It really is, and it just can't get over just how many people have come out. Capacity for Lobo Stadium is 9,200, and as you see now, with out on the grass and more coming, what would you say we're up to? You think we're up to 12?
You know, looking around, you've got to be at least looking at the grass. I mean, it's really filling up over there. You're probably at 12 to maybe even a little more, 13,000 people, because you've still got them coming in here on the sides. It's crowded, I'll put it that way.
Looks like Gladewater has
they won the toss. They deferred to Gilmer, which people do that commonly. I've never understood that, but they do. Gilmer's going to get the ball first, and so Gladewater's going to get the second half option first to get the ball first, and we'll see how that plays out for them. But the toss is over, and we are moments away from one of the best games, probably the game of East Texas this year so far, maybe in any class of football at all. This is going to be the game of the year. This will be one probably that is remembered for many years to come. We think back of the Liberty-Ilo game that Gilmer lost here in the last few seconds of the game that cost them probably a state championship as Liberty-Ilo went on to win. You think about the great games, the Canton-Gilmer games and the Argyle games, and you think about those games that we think of. This is going to be one of those. This is going to be a game, if you listen to this tonight, that's going to be a part of our history, both schools' history.
Totally. And just it just makes you proud to be a part of both communities, but specifically Gilmer, and to see these young men. You and I know these young men, and see them, and then see how this community supports them. And man, out on their feet tonight, you just can't beat what's about to happen here as we get ready for kickoff.
Like I said, God made Friday nights for this very purpose. And Joe made a comment a while ago that I love. Gladewater came in here with a great plan. So did Gilmer.
Right.
But everybody has a good plan, Mike Tyson said, until they hit you in the mouth.
That's right.
Here's the opening kickoff, and this game is officially underway. It's going to be fielded by Chris Boyd on the 2-yard line. He's bringing it up the middle, tackled by his own player, unfortunately. Didn't see his lead blocker out there, and trips up over his own player, number 47, Jackson Seitz, in there trying to throw a block for him. Chris runs right into him and is going to go down a little earlier than he would have had to. So the ball's going to be spotted on the 19-yard line, 1st and 10 from the 19 for Gilmer.
14.
Excuse me, that's the 14-yard line. 14-yard line. Thank you for the correction. So Gilmer pinned a little deeper than normal back in their own area, and here we go from the shotgun. Here's the snap. Dropping back, looking for a man open. Number 9, Blake Lynch, wide open across the middle, did something I've never seen him done before. He drops the football. Great pass there by McLean Carter, but he just can't reel it in.
Just a little bit of nerves getting going here at these first 2 plays there. Just a little excitement. So here we go, 2nd down.
Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left, 1 back in the backfield from the shotgun. Here's the snap. It's a high snap. And knocked down by Gladewater. Gladewater already with a good defensive stand here for the first 2 plays of the game. Gilmer looking a little jittery out there as they're trying to get set and get the ball momentum rolling their direction. This time they're going to send 2 receivers wide to the right, 2 to the left, 1 back in the backfield. It's Boyd from the shotgun. Here's the snap. Quick pass to Boyd outside. He's got wide open room. He's running down the 40, down the 50. He's going to score. He's leaving them behind, cross the 10, the 5, and into the end zone for a Buckeye touchdown. 3rd play of the game. Buckeyes on top.
You can't. That was 86 yards to Chris Boyd, just a little flat out on the slant. Great blocks by the offensive line. Boyd makes the rest of it, and what a way to start out.
Did he pull away or what? You know, normally you'll have somebody coming on an angle. Chris just left them 10, 15 yards behind, and what a run by Chris Boyd. And the Buckeyes are on the board with just 28 seconds off the clock, which is what we've seen all year long. So here's the extra point tip. Kick is up.
We got a flag down. We'll see what that's about.
The kick is up and good.
Offsides against Gladewater.
Offside against Gladewater, so that's going to be good for Gilmer. And just like that, 11:32 left in the first quarter, and Gilmer on top 7-0.
Yeah, I tell you what, you can't. You know, those first 2. As they come out, Gilmer had a little bit of jitters there. I mean, that one, our own player just tackled Chris Boyd on the run back. That one play that Blake Lynch dropped the ball, never sees. But man, what a way to respond and to come right out and score on that first drive. Great job by the Buckeyes.
Great job. And Blake, I want to ask you to do me a favor tonight, if you would. I want you to keep your eye on number 34, Mack. And he's on the defensive line down there. And I was trying to, of course, I've got to watch for the ball so I can call the play. Watch what he's doing down there, because our left tackle did a phenomenal job, the plays that I watched, in controlling him and keeping him out of the backfield.
Right.
So keep an eye on that for me tonight, and kind of give us a report on that about how our offensive line is holding him up, because he could be a real destructive force defensively for the Buckeyes. So watch that offensive line. Let's give some credit there tonight to the boys that are holding that guy. In recent
years, Coach Kurt Traylor has done a phenomenal job getting his guys ready to take care of Mack, and already tonight doing a good job.
I watched the first few plays there as I was trying to watch where the ball was going. I was also trying to watch them on the offensive line. I thought they did a good job on that first series. So keep an eye on that for us and report back to us tonight if you would. Here's the kickoff by number 34, Tristan Oliveras. And it's going to be fielded on the 3-yard line, right up the gut, and he's going to be hit, brought down hard and early. On the 15-yard line, he got nailed by Buckeyes right away.
Great job by the Buckeyes, just surrounding him and just bringing him down as the Gladewater Bears will come out for their first offensive time.
So starting in close to the same field position, Buckeyes started on the 14. They're going to start on the. They're going to give them a good spot there on the 16-yard line. So here we go. This is the offensive unit coming out on the field for Gladewater, and we're going to see what they're made of right off the bat. Now my money's on the Buckeye defense. It's one of the best defenses we've had. Make a liar out of me, maybe, I don't know, but I have faith in this defense. They're good. So let's see what they can do on this first series. Handoff up the middle. Buckeyes all over it. And down for the yard gain, maybe.
Devin Smith, great job of tying. Devin Smith and both Jamel Jackson did a great job of tying him up for relatively no yards on that play.
All right, that was just a handoff straight up the middle there to Gladewater, and they're going to start testing the waters and see if they can find a hole. And I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to find much of one. You're looking at DeMarco Boyd down on the line. We're stacking them in the box. We've got two safeties. They're shifting, two men to the right. Buckeyes make the shift in time. Here's the snap. It's going to be a pitch around the left side. He's got open room. He's headed to the house, past the 30 to the 40. Finally pushed out of bounds on the 40-yard line.
Colin Hurt does a good job of getting him out of bounds, but you're right. Gladewater shifted, saw something, ran around that corner for a great pickup by the Gladewater Bears.
Was that number 10 that run the ball there?
That was number 11.
Number 11, Briar Wade. And he came out of the slot position in motion and got outside, and he's got some wheels. He turned it on and got some yardage there on the Buckeyes.
Gives them a good first down as they come out to set up as well.
Okay, Gladewater getting set again. 1st and 10 from the 40. Handoff up the middle. Buckeyes all over it. Number 3 once again. Devin Smith, the first Buckeye there, but he's going to be good for about 3.5 yards on the carry. So 2nd, and we'll call it 7. Okay, 2nd and 7 from the 44-yard line. Gladewater moving back to the line of scrimmage. Gilmer's defense getting set. One wide out to the right. Everybody else stacked in tight. They shift again. Coming to the left side this time. Handoff. Up the middle. Buckeyes snuff it out instantly. Maybe a half-yard gain. Great job there by the swarm on the Buckeyes.
That's a great job. I believe Dakota Williamson was also bringing down. That was part of that, bringing that tackle. And they read that well in that shift. Buckeyes adjusted well. Good stop for the Buckeyes. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
3rd and 5. They're in 3rd down position. Now, this is what we talked about earlier, keys to the game. If they can make stops, if they can force them to punt, turn the ball over, we don't want that quid pro quo, you score, I score. We've got to get up on them, and this is the way you do it, right down 3rd down, and the crowd knows it because they're going bananas on both sides of the ball. Top formation. Drops back, wants to pass, goes deep, overthrown. And that was dangerous because he had Chris Boyd burned deep.
He did.
That could have been bad with a good throw.
He did. They pulled that, and he had him burned, but was just a little bit overthrown. Not a good ball thrown there, and so it's going to bring up 4th down and 5. We'll see. Gladewater comes out. We'd imagine they're going to punt, but we'll see in a game like this. That'd be crazy, really, to try something, but we'll see.
Well, you don't want to give the Buckeyes the ball on their own 45-yard line.
45, no, you don't.
But you're going to see the kitchen sink come out tonight for both these teams, I can assure you. So, Gladewater, 3 backs in the backfield, defending the punter here. They can easily snap it to either one of them. They only got to get 5 yards. So they are going to snap it to the punter. They are going to punt. Chase Tate, back deep for the Buckeyes, not going to get an opportunity to return it, and they are going to down that on the 28-yard line. So Buckeyes taking over 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Great defensive stand by the Buckeyes.
Can't say enough about how the Buckeyes responded there on that first defensive play. Just totally, they had one good running play, and so we're coming up, and Buckeyes come out fast to respond.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 back in the backfield. From the shotgun, calling an audible. Coaches decide they want to do something a little different. So here's the snap. Fakes the quick pass. Dumps one over the middle. Pass intended for 19, Nick Smith. And just a little bit overthrown. And he was in triple coverage anyway. So probably best that ball was overthrown.
And just on that play, just looking how the Buckeyes are playing Mack. Mack didn't even get past the line of scrimmage on that one. Doing a great job. The offensive line kept him not even just getting past around the corner on that play.
Okay, they've got 2 guys at 300 pounds on the defensive line. Quick pass once again out to the back out of the backfield, and almost got loose. Got a flag on the play. Probably going to be a face mask, unintentional, but worth 15 yards nonetheless. Chris Boyd, the receiver, same play he scored on earlier out of the backfield, and the flag was thrown. It was holding against the Buckeyes. Didn't see that. Holdings, that's going to back them up 10 yards from the it's a spot foul. So they're going to back them up 10 yards, and that's going to be repeat second down, and that's going to make it 2nd and 11 for the Buckeyes. The ball is going to be spotted on the 27-yard line. Gladewater making a pretty good defensive stand of their own here this series. Okay, number 9, Blake Lynch just checked in at quarterback. So we're going to see what we've got here. We got one back in the backfield with him. They just shift. We got a man in the slot, one in the backfield. Chase Tate comes in motion, fakes the handoff, and oh my gosh, right away, as though we were untouched. Number 32, Mack.
Mack was right there.
The Mack truck comes through untouched and waylays Blake before he had an opportunity to do anything. And he lost 9 yards all the way back to the 20, so that was 7 yards. So now Buckeyes in trouble. 3rd and long for the Buckeyes. Ball on their 20-yard line. Under heavy pressure. Tries to dump it out to number Chris Boyd. He drops the ball. It's 2 drop passes for the Buckeyes. You can't do that in games like this. 2 drop passes from 2 of our very best Division I players.
Yeah, that one time, like I said, the Buckeyes have got to always have an eye on that Dalen Mack, and somehow he gets right past him and takes down Blake. And then on that one, just Chris tried to run a little bit before he got the ball in his hands.
Well, Blake just turned around. As soon as he got the ball, he was in his face. It was nobody even tried to block him. It was bad. And we've got a punt here. Going to take a Buckeye roll down to go out of bounds around the 40-yard line. So Gladewater now gets the ball back in good field position, 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line, and Mack.
Wow, was a Mack truck on that play, I tell you.
Wow.
We knew that and expecting that, and like you said, we don't want to quid pro quo. Would love for Gilmer to have gotten some offensive, because you get 3 scores ahead, you really take the heart out of a team, and so another important stop on this stop for the Gilmer Buckeye defense.
All right, defense needs to stop them once again. 7:38 left to play in the first quarter. The score is 7-0 Buckeyes. Quarterback under center. Handoff right up the middle. No keeper. And the quarterback keeper around the left side, he's going to pick up about 3 yards on the carry.
He was brought down by Kelton Collier and Devin Smith on that play. Not sure what yardage there was, but Buckeyes tied him up.
So the quarterback keeper is good for 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Ball now spotted on the 43-yard line. And Gladewater is going to go back under center. Not going to go to the for the shotgun. Fullback right behind the quarterback. Handoff up the middle. Breaks free. Gets the first down all the way down to the Buckeye 45.
That was Clayton Finley for the Gladewater Bears that took the handoff there and moved it up into the Buckeye territory for the first time tonight.
Well, and that handoff, of course, is to number 32. We talked about him earlier in the game, Justice Centers. He's the guy with all the I think nearly 1,000 yards rushing this year. And he's lining up in the fullback position, I mean, a yard behind the quarterback, literally. Mm-hmm. Yard and a half max. And you got a tailback 7 yards deep. Quarterback is under center. 2 receivers. Handoff again to the right side. This time Buckeyes. No, quarterback keeper fooled me and some of the Buckeyes. Big first down run there. Ball's all the way down to the 25-yard line. And Gladewater effectively moving the ball against the Buckeyes down the field.
Good play by Gladewater quarterback keeper, and just runs around the right side, picks up a lot of yards, brings up 1st down and 10, ball on the Gilmer 25-yard line.
So Gladewater effectively moving the football right now. Quarterback's got some good legs. He goes back under center. They're running a veer option. They're running in 2 receivers wide to the left this time. Fullback right behind the quarterback. Quarterback pitches. He's got open room to run. Nice open field tackle, but after a 7-yard gain, 21 Chris Boyd brings him down, but nice, well-executed pitch there.
Pitch play on that option play there, and that's right. And a nice, well-executed, and Gladewater driving brings up 2nd down and 3, ball on the 17-yard line for Gladewater.
2nd and 3 on the 17. Gladewater started, of course, on the 40, and they've been effectively moving the ball on the ground against the Buckeye defense. Buckeyes haven't quite figured out how to stop this option so far. Offensive line of Gladewater doing a good job of picking up their blocks, opening the hole, handoff up the middle. Buckeyes going to be all over this one, stop them for a gain of maybe 1 yard, maybe 2. They only need 3 for a first. First down, they picked up the 3. So now the ball is on the Buckeye 15-yard line, 1st and 10 from the Buckeye 15-yard line. Gladewater easily moving the football down the field.
And that's something like we said, we want to make sure, like you said, don't want to just give one score or their score, because ball control, they're going to control the ball in time of possession.
2 receivers wide to the right. Same offense, quarterback under center.
32.
Fakes the handoff. Quarterback keeper. He's got a shot for the end zone. He'll score. Uncontested. We've got to figure that one out, because he absolutely had nobody there to challenge him.
That's right. Gladewater saw something, because with those plays, with the quarterback keeper on those things, and he did. He goes right around the right sides, up the gut, and really untouched for the touchdown there.
Unreal. I mean, absolutely unmolested into the end zone. Nobody getting a hand on him.
We got Dalen Mack in there. I'm wondering if they're not going to go for 2. We'll see.
Yeah, they're lining up as though, I think they were lining up as though they were going to go for 2. Now they're coming out with the extra point team. And when you got guys like that, high snap, bad kick, not going to make it. Run, Buckeyes. Buckeyes holding the ball, not realizing that was a short kick. Block for him. Come on, guys.
Block.
We got a wall set up. He's headed down the right side.
We got a wall. Go.
They could take it to the house. They got 2 guys to beat.
Go. She's behind you.
Go. 2 guys got him down on the 30, chased from behind, but a flag's on the play. Buckeye actually caught, the kick was so short, he caught it in the end zone and just stood there. We're all screaming, go, go, go. And we had a wall, and I'm not sure who was running the ball back.
I'm not sure. 22 looked at as
that's Granville, isn't it?
Kelton Collier. 22.
Yeah, he's not got the legs. You kind of want that one to land in somebody like Chris Boyd's hand. He just didn't have the legs, got chased down behind, but made it 70 yards before he did.
But I'll tell you, on this kind of game, okay. On this kind of game, though, that could come back to haunt you. You don't get that extra point tied up as you go forward there. So,
well, Buckeye defense, if there's one thing I've known from watching the Buckeyes these last decade and a half, is they make great adjustments after the offense gets 1 or 2 or 3 series. Todd Barr, who is literally sitting across the glass from me about 12 inches into the coach's room right next to me, he's over there already making notes, I can see, and he is deciding what changes he wants to make.
Right.
And they're going to make some adjustments and be able to shut that veer down. They're going to come up and punch that quarterback in the mouth a few times with a defensive end and try to get that stopped. So I'll assure you, he's making some changes right now as we speak. So look for the Buckeyes to kind of get their hands on that as soon as possible. Back deep for the Buckeyes on the kick return team. Looks like we got number 21, Chris Boyd, and number 3, Devin Smith. Back deep, both standing on their 5-yard line.
Both of those are capable of breaking one for the house as well.
I really thought that last one we might have taken it all the way back.
I didn't even hear the ruling, what the ruling was.
It was holding on us.
Oh, okay. They said it was holding on us.
Yeah, so it would have got called back either way. So, all right, here's the kickoff by the Gladewater Bears. Nice kickoff. It's going to go into the end zone. Bounced off the helmet of Chris Boyd, scooped up by number 3, Smith. He's got a nice little return going here, past the 20 down to the 23. And considering how that could have gone, that was a pretty good little return there by the Buckeyes. Yeah, with Buckeyes, you can tell there's a lot of nervous energy on the field. They'll get settled here in a few minutes. We've got 4:25 left to play in the first quarter. Gilmer 7, Gladewater 6. And what's shaped up to be a really good game so far. So Gladewater, or Gilmer rather, is going to have their third possession at offense. They're going to hand it off to number 7, Jackson. He's hit twice, should have been down, fighting forward. He's going to gain 3 on the carry. We've got somebody down on the field. A Buckeye is down.
Yeah, that's 40. Jackson
Sykes. Sykes is going to have to come off the offensive line.
Dalen Mack again got past there. He's in the backfield, and he just Jamel Jackson gets around him, but I think maybe ran over Jackson Sykes on that play. So we'll see what goes on there.
All right, McLean Carter in the shotgun. 2 receivers tight to the left, 1 to the right. A man in the slot. Here goes Chase in motion. Fakes the handoff. Drops back. Fires one down the sideline. Unbelievable. Dropped again. Perfect pass to Quinn Fluellen, one of the best receivers on the team. And Gilmer has just dropped its 3rd crucial pass. We're looking at 3rd and 7. That would have been a first down plus 5. And we drop it.
That's right. You can't have many of those tonight. You gotta get those when you're open there.
A lot of nerves in this game, obviously. 3 best receivers on the team have each dropped a pass in this game already. Got man open, dropped another one. Number 19, Nick Smith, right in the hands, couldn't reel it in. 4th down and 7. Unbelievable. Buckeyes with 4 drop passes by their 4 top receivers.
Yeah, that's just totally uncustomary for the Buckeyes. I don't know if it's just nerves or what's going on, but we got to get through that as they set up to be able to punt off and need to get a good punt, drive them back there farther.
I think we've punted 4 times all year. We've punted twice tonight already in the first quarter.
Oh, no.
Terrible punt. Ball is going to go down, take a Buckeye bounce, thank the Lord, down to the Gladewater 47-yard line. McLean Carter not had a lot of practice punting this year, obviously, and you can tell because that punt went straight up in the air, and Gladewater has excellent field position. Bad news for the Buckeyes.
Exactly. So, first quarter, we're here 3 minutes 40 seconds as the Buckeyes uncustomarily are leading 7-6, but having 2 punts, like you said, we've not seen that all season as we set up here, first down and 10 for Gladewater.
Well, they've got to get calmed down. They've got to start reeling in these passes. They're perfect passes. Fakes the handoff, and now here they are. They're swarming. That's great right there. What you saw, they run the veer. Quarterback comes down the line. They stepped in front of him. He pitches. They gain 3 yards on the carry, but that's earlier we couldn't stop that. So they pitched to the tailback, and the Buckeyes were there to meet it. So great job there by Buckeye defense, already making those adjustments.
Like you said, already making those adjustments, and brings up 2nd down and 7, ball on the 45-yard line of the Buckeyes for Gladewater.
Gladewater sends 2 receivers out wide to the left, everybody else in tight. Quarterback under center. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Pitches again. This time he's got room to run. Being pursued. Cuts back inside. Makes it all the way down to the Buckeye 20-yard line. And Buckeyes not able to respond to that one to the wide side of the field.
Again, to run the same play, that veer, and just doing a good job of throwing out there last second, and that player had a chance to go up farther. Brings up 1st down and 10. Ball's going to be on the 20-yard line of Gilmer.
All right, Buckeyes defense need to make a stand here. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for Gladewater. Quarterback under center. Handoff up the middle to the big fullback, and he just mows his way forward. Good for at least 9 yards right up the middle. Man, that guy is something. Buckeyes drag him down just short of the 1st. 2nd and 1, ball on the 2nd and 2. Ball on the 12-yard line. Gladewater very effectively moving the ball on the field, on the ground. Quarterback under center. 2 receivers wide left. Long snap count. Here's the handoff up the middle. He broke one free into the end zone. No problem. Gladewater goes up, gets the score again. And how much you want to bet they go for 2 here?
Yeah. I would imagine they are going to try to even that out. You see big Dalen Mack going out there, and So what the Buckeyes did not want to see happen tonight is starting off here as Gladewater comes out, takes the momentum, leading right now 12-7. We'll see if they go for two.
Well, Gladewater making no mistakes tonight. Here's the handoff.
Oh!
And they cut his legs out from under him, but a flag on the field. Number 47, Sykes, gets the tackle on the big man, but there is a flag on the play, hopefully not against the Buckeyes. Too many men on the field against the Buckeyes. Again, mistakes. Offsides against the Buckeyes, forgive me. Offsides against the Buckeyes, that kind of thing. Now you've just handed them 2 points because the ball's sitting on the 1.5 yards.
Yeah.
Mark, and I assure you Gladewater's good for 1.5 yards. They'll go right up the gut with the 330-pound, 6'1" running back, and it would take a miracle to stop him at 1.5 yards.
Yeah, Jackson Sykes got shaken up on that last defensive play, and he took him down as he was running in for that 2-point conversion. And so, yeah, I mean, with 1.5 yards, you're right. It's
it's just almost guaranteed. Gladewater's got a good little offensive line there, and so they got 1.5 yards. They're going to hand it off to the big man, and he just walks right in untouched on the left side, and he didn't even need to use his power. Nobody touched him. So 1:50 left to play in the first quarter. Gladewater gets the 2-point conversion. They are now on top, 14-7. For the first time this year, the Buckeyes trail.
Yeah, that's.
We have a bonehead penalty, offsides of all things, and now we basically just gave them the 2 points. They got them back in the game.
Right.
So hopefully the Buckeyes will, shake this off, and they're a little rattled right now. They'll hopefully shake this off and get back to playing their game. We know we're at the potential for big plays, and I think they'll figure out here pretty quick how to get that done. So here's the kickoff once again by Gladewater. Going to be fielded on the 10-yard line by 21 Chris Boyd. He breaks out to the left side. Going to be tackled around the 34-yard line. Got his brother in there, DeMarco, peeling guys off of him. DeMarco's a big fella to have come after you, I'll tell you.
I'd let go, whatever that is. It's going to be up first down and 10. We're going to be on the 34-yard line. Important the Buckeyes come in, take control back on this offensive plays. Blake Lynch in at quarterback.
Best field position so far of the night for Gilmer. Blake Lynch in at quarterback. Here's the snap. Drops back, looking to pass. Dumps a sloppy one out there. Intercepted. Terrible pass by Lynch. Intended for 19. Picked off by number 9. Couldn't have handed it to him any easier. Deion Russell picks it off. Luckily, number 19 is there, Nick Smith, to knock him down, but Gladewater gets the ball back. We talked about this at pregame. Can't turn over the ball.
Cannot.
Got to make defensive stands. Can't turn over the ball.
So uncustomary tonight for the Buckeyes, what the mistakes they're making. Blake Lynch was under pressure. He had the guy in his face, but he just threw up just a lob up there. Like I said, he's hanging out in center field.
I think the Buckeye strategy on that play was to say, well, Lynch is in. He doesn't throw. We're going to play the run. Well, they didn't. They played back, and it fit in their strategy. They knew what they were doing. Quarterback handoff. Veer out to the right side, untouched, good for 9 yards. And they have got to figure out how to stop
that play.
That play. It's eating us up on the outside as though we're not even able to get a man up there to stop it.
It is, and it's just coming up. We need this as this quarter is going to right at about a minute. Need this to regroup and just get our bearings and be ready to go here. But it brings up second down and 1, ball on the 44-yard line.
We've talked about it all year, Blake, how when you don't have a good competition week after week, the speed of the game changes. The Buckeyes are adjusting to that right now. Fakes the handoff, pitches out wide, and good for a yard and a first down. 2-yard gain and a first down for Gladewater as they make their way across the 45 to the 46-yard line. First and 10 from the 46 for Gladewater. And they are very effectively moving the ball on the ground.
That they are.
Against the Buckeyes. 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bears 14, Buckeyes 7. Gladewater moving the ball offensively. Gilmer so far, for those of you that are just joining us, having trouble moving the ball tonight in the air, having all kinds of problems, very uncharacteristically. Quarterback under center. Fakes the handoff, keeps it, almost tackled, got it to the pitch man, and they finally got it figured out, going to tackle him for a 5-yard loss. They're going to give his forward progress a 2-yard loss.
Good.
So looking at 2nd and 12 now for Gladewater. It's the first time we've effectively stopped that pitch to the outside.
That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter here with the Gilmer Buckeyes trailing for the first time this season, trailing the Gladewater Bears 14-7.
Equal housing lender.
To the action here on Black and Orange Friday, Lobo Stadium, the Gilmer Buckeyes trailing the Gladewater Bears 14-7. And Gladewater effectively moving the ball against the Buckeyes tonight with that veer. They're running that option. They're diving the fullback immediately in. The quarterback moves down the line. He has an option to keep it or pitch it. He's made good decisions all night and big yardage, which we'll be giving you a yardage report here in a minute. It's going to be very one-sided toward the Bears. 2nd and 12. Handoff up the middle, immediately tackled as he comes through the line of scrimmage. Tackle there made by number 2 for the Buckeyes, Blevin Burns. That's going to be good for 3 yards. So now we're looking at 3rd and 9. That's the first time that the Bears have looked at 3rd and 9 in a while in this game.
That's right.
So Bears looking at 3rd and 9. Got to convert right here. They have thrown once on 3rd down. Look for something outside because they've been most effective there. So look for the pitch. Quarterback rolls out. He wants to throw it. Got a man open. He makes the catch right at perfect. He's 1 yard past the marker. First down. Extremely well executed play. And that's what Gilmer has struggled with tonight, is being able just to make good catches.
Yeah, that's true. Like I said, so far Gladewater coming out just playing a very smart football game and just hitting on all cylinders. Brings up 1st down and 10, ball on the 42-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 42. Gladewater. Quarterback handoff up the middle to the fullback. Going to be good for about 3 yards, maybe 4 on the carry. And that's what I worried about all night tonight, actually, was that play right there. Good for 3-4 yards every single carry up the middle. I really felt like we'd be able to better contain the outside stuff. I really felt like we had that under control. But so far tonight, Gladewater have been able to execute that extremely well, waiting for Buckeyes to make those adjustments and be able to scrape to the outside. Handoff up the middle. He's got room to run. And number 3, let's give him some credit. He's up against a 300-pounder. Number 3, Devin Smith, holding on and dragging him backwards.
Devin Smith, yeah, great point. But like you said, we got to get him. We got to stop him at that line and not allow him to get those, like you said, those yardage. This is just driving, and so brings up 3rd down and 1, ball on the 33-yard line. 3rd and 1, maybe 3rd and 2, but they've got the Mack truck in there. Number 34, Mack, is the fullback rather. So you know they're going to dive right or left right here. They're coming at you. So linebackers, get ready. Handoff to the left side. Looked like he fumbled. He didn't. He is just dragging players. Literally dragging 3 or 4 Buckeyes with him as he makes his way maybe 10 yards down the field. All the way down to the 23, 24-yard line. Reminds me a lot. A couple of years ago, we played Van, and that big guy plays for University of Texas. Santos did the same kind of thing.
Yeah, you just can't get him down. I mean, this guy's a monster. Number 32, the fullback, back in the game now. They hand it off to him up the middle. They found a weakness. They're exploiting it. Buckeyes stop him after about a 3-yard gain. That's what I worried about the entire night, was straight up the gut, straight up the gut, straight up the gut.
And
they're eating time off the clock.
Exactly, that's the thing. They're taking time off. And, you know, Gilmer's such in a rhythm offense, and, man, they've knocked the rhythm off so far in that first quarter.
Gladewater coming in with the play. sending 2 wide receivers wide to the right. They're in the exact same offense all night long here. They got the quarterback under center, fullback a yard behind him, tailback 7 yards deep. Hands off to the left side. Now number 10 kept it. And we're looking at 3rd and 7.
Back in.
3rd and 7, and they've got the Mack truck back in. So no question where this is going.
Exactly.
They're going to do it again. They're going to hand it off. They're just going to say, "Hey, man, try to stop us."
Until you stop us, we're going to be.
That is a big guy, 6'1", 330 pounds, and buddy, he is a beast. Handoff. They got some trouble at the line of scrimmage with the handoff. Somehow or another, he breaks free. Unbelievable. He runs into his quarterback. Buckeyes had him immediately behind the line of scrimmage, and he's able to bounce out to the left side, showing a little bit of speed for the big man, and get all the way down to 4th and 1. They're obviously going to leave him in there. Make it 4th and inches.
Measuring.
Yeah, they're going to measure this one just to see if he made it. So either way, you're talking about 4th and inches, which they should easily attain, or a possible first down inside the 15-yard line. And they're pulling the chain tight now. We're going to see where we are. First down. First down, Gladewater. First down, Gladewater. I thought they had him for a loss there. They met him in the backfield. They had some confusion in their own backfield where the quarterback ran into his own fullback, and they wrapped him up, but he just bounced outside, drug people with him.
As they're waiting to the play in so far in the first quarter, time of possession, Gladewater had the ball for 9 minutes to Gilmer's 3 minutes. Gilmer only had 86 passing yards on that one pass to Chris Boyd as they're coming out to begin to play. We'll read more stats here in a moment.
What do we got here? Timeout Buckeyes. They know this is crucial right here. You don't want to let Gladewater get in the end zone here. Go ahead with your stats.
We've got rushing attempts. Buckeyes had 2 rushing attempts for -4 yards. Gladewater 21 rushing attempts for 165 yards. Again, passing yards, Bucks had that one big play for 86 yards, where the Gladewater only has 12 passing yards. Time of possession, like I said, is 9 minutes of Gladewater to 3 minutes of for Gilmer. And tonight, the punts for Gilmer, 2 punts for 61 and 40 yards, and so they're just like I said, getting some text. Just Gilmer's just looking a little skittish, a little nervous for some reason. We'll see. They've got to settle it down, make some stops, and go from there.
All right, Gilmer defense, if they ever needed to make a stand all year long, this is the one. It's 14-7, 8:02 left in the second. Gladewater statistically absolutely dominating the game so far. Obviously because of the drop passes, 4 drop passes to be exact, by Gilmer so far in the first half of this game. Here's the handoff to the big man up through the middle. Buckeyes all over him. But he does make his way down to the 10-yard. And this is what they do to you right here. When you've got guys that size, they've got 2 guys in here. One of them, number 32, I don't know what he weighs. I'm going to guess 240, 50 pounds. And you got the 330-pound back, Mack, that's been in here all night. They literally just grind at you. And they're eating time off the clock. And they're getting 3 or 4 or 5 yards. They get their first downs over and over and over. And they can. This is what you've seen in the past with teams like Liberty Hill and those kind of. That's what it reminds you of. Now Gilmer Buckeyes all over that one, and so 2nd and 7 is going to be now 3rd and 6. Nice tackle there by the Buckeye defense.
And Buckeye defense, like I said, doing a good job. Big Dalen Mack for Gladewater runs out, so it brings up 3rd down and 6. Ball on the 9-yard line.
They're using him a lot more than they normally use him in the game, for one thing. The question is, can he hold up? Is he athletic enough? Does he have the stamina to hold out and play, 4 quarters of football playing that much. So we'll find out, because they're going to keep doing it until he can't. Quarterback goes under center on the 10-yard line, 3rd and 6. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle to 32. He's going to get down to the 5-yard line, short of the first down. And that's going to be fourth
down
and 2. And you know they're going to go for it here. You're going to see Mack coming back on the field.
Here comes big Dalen Mack coming back. This, I believe, for the Buckeyes,
fans going crazy.
Could be, if they could make a stop here, could, I think, shift the momentum back. 4th and 2.
4th and 2 for the Bears on the 5-yard line. There's not a person in the stadium on their seat. Everybody's up on both sides of the ball. Everybody knows what this means. Gladewater wants a timeout now.
Takes a timeout now.
As they take a timeout, we're going to do the same and recognize our sponsors. Back to the action. Gladewater rushing out of the huddle back to the line of scrimmage. 4th and 2 from the 5. Looking up, calling an audible. And what is this? They're going to call another timeout. Gladewater knows how important this is. They want to get it right. And so with 5:54 left in the second quarter, Gladewater calls another timeout.
They went up, lined up. The Buckeyes obviously were matching them for what they were seeing. They call another timeout. So while it's only 14-7, it is a pivotal moment, I believe, in the midst of this, for the Buckeyes to be able to make a stand and regain some of the momentum that they need. Because like you said, I mean, time of possession is going to be key in this game. Already we've got 5 minutes, 54 seconds left in the second quarter. Buckeyes haven't even been out there, hardly, in this second quarter.
Yeah, Gladewater statistically absolutely dominating, and as a result, we've seen that before, where time of possession and those kind of things, but the scoreboard reflected obviously a pummeling. Well, tonight, Gilmer's been able to get absolutely nothing going their way other than the first touchdown that we were able to run with number 21, Chris Boyd. Other than that, we've really had little success offensively.
Right.
And defensively, Gladewater is following their strategy to a T. They are driving the ball slowly and methodically.
Now the Buckeyes are taking a timeout. This is a chess match going on here between...
Yeah, Buckeyes, look at how they lined up that time. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure what the strategy there was for Gladewater. They've had success running number 34, Mack, right up the gut.
Yeah.
No matter what the lineup was. You know what I'm saying? So you just hand him the ball and tell him to go to work. This guy's good for 2 yards normally any day of the week. So Buckeyes really going to have to get in there and dig deep, and it's going to take some doing to get them to drop them at the line of scrimmage here and get a turnover.
That's right. And just, like I said, we've seen just uncustomary play so far tonight from the Buckeyes. Drop passes, penalties,
offsides, lost 2 points, 2 crucial points.
Just important that they just settle down, play their game, and get back into this as we.
Well, they're going to obviously make some adjustments, I think, at halftime, and they'll come back strong. We're a great second half team. They're very fit, and very athletic. So we'll see what the call is. This is going to be interesting after 3 timeouts. Here we go, 4th and 2. Hand off to the right side, easy. Got down to the 6-inch line. And again, I'm not sure what all the hoopla was about. That's what they were going to do from the word go. Yeah.
So bring first down and 1 on the 1-yard line for Gladewater.
Gladewater Bears driving the ball. They were good. That was good for nearly 5 yards. It's 1st and goal now from the 6-inch line. Number 34, Dalen Mack is in at fullback. Hand off to Dalen, right over the top. Touchdown, Gladewater. Just like that. 5:26 left to play in the second quarter. Gladewater's up 20-7. Buckeyes are stunned.
Yeah, that's you definitely did not see that coming out. The one thing you do always keep in the Buckeyes' favor is how quick they can score when they get in their rhythm, which they've not been in at all tonight. Just their rhythm has just been totally taken away from them. But, man, that's an eternity long for Buckeyes when their offensive is rolling. So,
well, Gladewater thinking they've got a 12 12-game losing streak against Gilmer. Bad snap. Flags on the play. That was a terrible snap. Second bad snap for Gladewater on their extra point attempts. Not sure that's going to be against Gilmer, I think, again.
It was a timeout by Gilmer.
Oh, timeout, Gilmer. So they call a timeout here. Gilmer's going to eat those up. We got 5:26 left to play.
That'll take us out of timeouts. Is that right?
Yeah.
So a lot of things we've seen so far tonight that we said we didn't want to see, but like you said, you take their best punch and you know what it is, and then you come out and play your game is what's important for the Buckeyes on this next offensive plays when they get the ball.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic of what we've seen from the Buckeyes all year long, especially in the way of drop passes. We kind of expected, a good challenge from Gladewater offensively. We knew they were going to drive up the middle. We knew what they had, but what we didn't calculate for is Gilmer's offense not being able to get a rhythm, get going. Here's the extra point attempt. It is good. So 5:26 left to play in the first half. Bears 21, Buckeyes 7. All right, back to the action, folks. We are here with 5:26 left to play in the first half. It's 21-7, Gladewater winning. Here's the kickoff. Going to be fielded, but it's going to go out of bounds around the 2-yard line there.
2-yard line.
So Gilmer's going to get to bring that out.
That'll be better field position for him to start. And so it's important now, let all that quarter and a half go. Come out, play your game, and just relax. I think what we both agree that you see just a little jitters that the Buckeyes have had coming out, and so just calm down, play, get your rhythm going, your momentum, get a quick score, and we're going to be fine. 1st and 10
from the 30. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. Handoff to number 21, Chris Boyd around the left side. Lots of room to run. Gets the first down, runs out of bounds, stops the clock.
It's a good play just to get some positive yardage on that first down play. Chris Boyd does a great job running around the side. One of his favorite plays we've seen over the years.
Well, and they've got 1,000 pounds on the line of defensive line of scrimmage. Handoff up the middle. Number 21, Chris Boyd, fighting his way forward, almost fumbles the ball. Boy, Gladewater, scrappy little defense. And he picks up another first down up the middle, almost lost the football.
Again, yeah, I think
Gilmer's doing a hurry-up offense. They're trying to wear him out. Defense is lining up off sides. Chris Boyd around the left side this time. Good for 5 yards. Going to be second and, we're going to call it 2nd and 6. Nope, 2nd and 5.
And Buckeyes doing a good job, like you're saying. Get these
Line
guys.
It up, hurry up, get them tired.
Get them jumping, get them off sides, run, get the positive plays.
Well, you look here at Mack, he looks like he's lining up off sides to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Carter McLean dumps one out to Nick Smith. Nick picks up the first down. Nice pass.
Nice pass. Getting the momentum going, getting the rhythm going.
They're lining up again. They're in hurry-up mode, hurry-up mode, hurry-up mode. 1st and 10. Ball's going to be spotted on the 33. From the shotgun. Handoff to number 7. Forced out of bounds after a 5-yard gain.
Late hit, looks like it.
They're yelling for late hit. They're not going to get it. Nice run there by number 7, Jackson, for the Buckeyes. And, boy, they are in hurry-up mode. Ball now on the 28-yard line. 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Carter. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. 21's got a hold to the left side. First down. Forced out of bounds after the first down. Flag on the play.
Flag on that play. We'll see what that's about. But Buckeyes doing a great job getting the momentum, running, getting them off.
Hopefully not a hold against Gilmer, because where they threw it could very easily be a hold to stop that momentum for Gilmer. But Gilmer looking good, executing passes. Everybody picking up their blocks. Nice running there. Face mask against Gladewater. 15-yard penalty. Actually, they're not going to be able to take it 15 yards. Be half the distance to the goal. So ball now inside the 10-yard line on the 8-yard line. Buckeyes moving the ball quickly. Here's the snap. Handoff to Chris around the left side. Got room to run. Touchdown Buckeyes.
That's right. You got to give it.
That's how the Buckeyes.
That's how the Buckeyes respond. You've got two stallions in Chris Boyd and Blake Lynch. Ride them all the way. And man, what a great offensive play, man! They got Gladewater off their rhythm, running, and just in no time get a touchdown with 4 minutes and 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Man, just hurry up. Now that's going to be a mental momentum change for the Buckeyes.
Totally.
And the Buckeye defense will benefit from this as well. Nice snap, kick is up, it's good, and Buckeyes are right back in it. 4:06 left to play in the first quarter. Bears 21, Gilmer 14. Buckeyes making a comeback. All right, we're back to action on Black and Orange Friday. 4:06 left to play in the first half. Bears 21, Gilmer 14. Onside kick by Gilmer. They got it! They got it! Great onside kick. Number 12, Colin Hurt. The sophomore picks it up on the 42-yard line, and Gladewater is stunned.
You could not have. We saw that last second. Perfect onside kick. It bounces right at the last minute, right into Colin's hands. Great job, great hands.
Well, during the kickoff prep, I ran down to the restroom real quick, and I heard everybody down in there, the Gladewater administration box, yelling, onside kick, onside kick. And I wanted to say to him, you better believe it. Here goes Chase Tate in motion. Hands off to Chase. He almost gets tackled, cuts back up in the middle. And what should have been a loss, the big man, number 32, Mack, had his hand on him. Chase bounces off and picks up 4.
And again, want to get into that rhythm again. Just run the ball because, like you said, the speed of Gilmer can definitely take this offensive line of Gladewater.
All right, Chase Tate goes in motion again. This time handoff to number 21, Chris. Up the middle, Chris is running like he's never run before. Across the 40, down to the 38-yard line. Nice run there by Chris. Chase Tate limping off the field. I don't know what Chase has done, but he is limping off the field. Hopefully he'll be back soon. Keep an eye on that offensive line. Let's see what they're doing against Mack on this play.
Blake Lynch is back into quarterback.
Blake Lynch, Wildcat quarterback. Just let him run let's just run around the right side and be done with it. Let him run. Blake Lynch at quarterback. It's 3rd and 3. Got a man in motion. High snap. Lynch goes to the left side around the end. He's got room. Picks up the first down. Pushed out of bounds.
We got a flag there.
Flag on the play. Maybe a late hit. Where it was thrown, it didn't look like there was a Buckeye there to do a violation. So not sure what they're going to call that. They're going to report to the umpire here. We're going to find out what the penalty was. Hopefully not against Gilmer. Sounds like it's not going to be. Probably a late hit. That'd be a personal foul on 15 yards. Personal foul, 15 yards.
15 yards.
Yes, sir.
Against Gladewater. So they're moving the ball forward now down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Just like that, Gilmer comes back and hits them in the mouth. Wow. Hopefully they can execute, punch it in here. 21 takes the handoff, takes the pitch. They snapped it right to number 21, Chris Boyd. He goes around the left side. Nice gain there by Boyd. Looks like maybe 6 yards. He's inside the 10. We're going to call it 4 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 5. Chris Boyd running like a workhorse tonight. And I mean, folks, I wish you could see it. He is hitting the line hard and fast. Man goes in motion. Quarterback keeper up the middle. And he's going to get back maybe to the original line of scrimmage. Was that Blake in at quarterback?
That's Blake in at quarterback, yeah.
Yeah, Blake up the middle had nothing there. I mean, like I said, they've got 3 guys on the line of scrimmage, and it's nearly a 1,000-pound line.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, there are 3 huge guys there in the middle. Not a lot available inside. Carter back in. 21's got the ball again around the left side. Cuts outside. Maybe gets close to the first down. 3rd. Going to be 4th and 1. Going to be 4th and 1. This is crucial. 4th and 1. Chris fighting to get that first down. Dives forward, throws the ball out, just can't quite get around there. 4th, they're going to call it, let's say 4th and a yard and a half. We got Jackson in at fullback. We got Blake Lynch in at quarterback. They're going to run him around one of the sides, hopefully the right side. You got a man in motion. He's going up the middle again.
He got the first down.
And he got the first down. I would have never taken him up the middle. That's why I'm not a good coach.
But what you got to love about these Buckeyes, these coaches, man, they go right. They're aggressive. And, man, just great calls.
There's been nothing up the middle all night. I would have never made that call. They knew that we knew that, and that's why they called it. That's why I don't coach. 1st and goal. We're going to fakes the pass. 21, Chris Boyd's got the ball. Look at him fight his way toward the end zone. Chris Boyd's going to pick up a couple on that one. I've never seen Chris Boyd run as hard as he is running tonight.
Yeah, just, man, we've been blessed to watch this young man play these past couple of years, and he is running hard tonight. Like I said, he's a stallion. Ride him.
On the 3-yard line, Chris Boyd absolutely earning his water burger tonight. From the shotgun, man in motion, it's Tate. Hands off around the right side, whistle blows it dead.
Good to see Chase Tate back out there. We'll see what the...
Offsides? Was it offside? What was it?
Offsides.
Offsides against the offense. So that's going to back the Buckeyes up. Not what you want with the minute 35 left and you're 7 points down. So that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. Blake Lynch is back in at quarterback. Number 7, Jackson in at fullback. Handoff. They reverse. Look at this. They reversed and pitched it to the quarterback, McLean, who throws all the way across the field to 9 Lynch, who gets down to the 1-yard line. It is literally 3rd and 1. He almost got in the end zone. Gladewater did a great job of staying home.
That was some intestinal fortitude to call that kind of play there.
I've never seen that play before. It was awesome. But Gladewater did a good job of staying home and not letting it develop.
3rd down and 1.
Timeout, Gladewater. 3rd and 1, folks. We got a barn burner on Black and Orange Friday. 49 seconds left in the first half. Gilmer is 3rd and 1 on the goal line, on the 1-yard line. Unbelievable.
You deserve. Contact.
Back to the action. Black and Orange Friday here in Lobo Stadium. It's 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line with 49 seconds left to play in the first half. Chris Boyd is in at tailback. They're shifting everybody over to the left side.
21.
Number 21 in the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown Buckeyes. Touchdown Buckeyes.
Look at
and just like that, unbelievable. The Buckeyes are back in it. It's 20-21 with 44 seconds left, and Gladewater is scratching their head saying, where did that come from?
Oh, comes on the extra point.
Here we are in for the extra point attempt. Good snap, good kick. It's up and good. And, folks, just like that, with 44 seconds left to play in the half, Gilmer 21, Bears 21. We told you we had a game for you, and here it is. All right, here's the kickoff for the Buckeyes. 21-21 with 44 seconds left to play. They're going to kick this one deep. 34, Tristan Oliveras. In fact, he's going to kick it out of bounds. Goes out of bounds around the 20-yard line. And so Gladewater's going to come out with good field position and 44 seconds left. Now, their type of offense is not like Gilmer's, explosive, quick scoring type offense. They're more methodical, so 44 seconds.
That's not a lot of time.
That's not a lot of time for them, especially when you're a ground game.
That's right.
You're talking about getting off 2-3 plays and you're done.
Yeah.
So unless they break one or have something up their sleeve pass-wise.
And we've not seen any of that so far tonight. It's been strictly the run with their dominant guys, and so you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, and they're coming out. They're not coming out with either one of their big men. They're putting their third-string fullback in there, who's not a slouch by any measure. Buckeyes stacking the box, handoff up the middle to 6. He's dropped for a yard. Yeah, they're content just to take it in right here, 21-21. Basically, we're coming out with a 0-0 ball game.
Totally.
We got 2 quarters to go to see who's going to move on and probably, I think, become the eventual state champions out of this game.
I believe so, too. And you've got to, just looking at the stands of Gladewater and this field, the momentum has totally been taken away from them. I mean, that was their best shot to go up 21-7. I mean, that quick how the Buckeyes come back.
So 11 seconds left. They're going to just, like I said, they're going to be able to, 2nd and 9, and they're going to not even probably get off the second snap, I wouldn't think. Yeah, they take a snap again. They pitch it out to the right side. But that's the end of the first half, folks. It has been an incredible game. Gladewater completely dominating the first quarter and a half, and then Gilmer comes alive offensively and 14 unanswered points in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And so ties it up 21-21. Turnovers been a factor in this game. The biggest factor to me, Gilmer turns the ball over one time. Not that big a factor.
Yeah.
Gilmer's bad punt. That was a big factor, but not the biggest factor. The offsides penalty that allowed him to get 2 points get back in the game. That's a big factor. But the biggest factor in this game tonight, 4 drop passes, about 1 each by the best starting 4 receivers we have. That can't happen in the second half to win this football game.
That's right.
Folks, we'll be back right after the halftime festivities to bring you the second half of this exciting contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Buckeyes are proud to introduce the award-winning Gilmer High School Stars Drill Team, directed by Mrs. Donna Lane. Officers from left to right are Kirsten Davis, Senior, Keely Hancock, Senior, Sydney Norman, Sophomore, Michaela Dean, Senior, Destiny Bush, Sophomore. Tonight, the Stars perform a colorful scarf routine to Holiday. Give it up for the Gilmer High School Stars. Football fans, on your feet at the Stars high kick to the Buckeye fight song. Ladies and gentlemen, Gilmer Independent School District is proud to present the UIL Sweepstakes Award-winning Gilmer Buckeye Band. And now we feature the GHS Majorettes in a twirl routine to Dance Again. The Gilmer Band Majorettes. And now for a special presentation, we feature the Gilmer Buckeye Drumline. Buckeyes throughout the regular season and playoffs. Get on your feet, Buckeye fans, and the band forms a number 8 at midfield. Let's designate Gilmer.
Buckeyes were just snake bitten that first quarter and a half, and luckily came out, got the momentum behind them, got fired up. You could just see a change in attitude, a change in momentum. You can see Gladewater starting to lower their heads and saying, man, what's going on? We can't stop these guys.
Yeah.
And so now what we're looking at the second half as we're about to kick off is, can the big man that's been such a factor in this game, can number 34, Mack, can he hold on for 4 quarters, or is he a 2-quarter player? He's a 330-pound fullback, and that's a lot of weight to carry around as many times as he's been hit tonight. So let's see what happens. Here's the opening kickoff, and the second half is officially underway. Fielded on the 10-yard line, breaking around the right side, stiff arm, nice run back, 34-yard line. Gladewater got a really good run back there from the 10 to the 34. And they are going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. So let's see what the Buckeye defense can do after the adjustments they're going to make at halftime. The main thing is we need them to stop that outside pitch.
We need to stop that. We need to have some turnovers, but we need to dominate, at least have turned over on downs and not continue any momentum they had from the first half.
Okay, Mack is not in the game at this point. They're letting him rest. Handoff up the middle to number 6, the fullback. He gets maybe a yard. And so Gladewater coming out and not hitting them in the mouth right off the bat. Number 6 is one of their fullbacks. He's kind of their third man.
It's Darryl Polk.
Yeah, Darryl Polk. And he's not a bad little running back. He's just not 330 pounds.
Yeah.
And so he comes out, and we're going to see what Gladewater showing a little difference. They don't have a fullback now in the game. They hand off up the middle of the tailback, and Buckeyes all over it. Stop him at the line of scrimmage. And Gladewater not lining up like they have been.
Yeah.
So not sure what they're thinking here on the the opening of this third half of play. A minute has ticked off the clock now. 3rd and 9 for Gladewater. And I don't think the big man still hasn't checked into the game. He's still on the sideline. And they're going to a little different set. They don't have a fullback. They've got a man in the slot position. Now they're shifting to the right side. Quarterback is in the shotgun. Handoff around the right side. Buckeyes got good flow. They're going to stop him with a loss of 2 yards. Great defensive play by the Buckeyes, and they have figured that one out.
It shot him for a loss of yards. Going to bring up 4th down and 10. Can't say enough how the Buckeyes stood up to that. Like you said, they figured that out. Not a better team that makes adjustments than the Buckeyes and the coaching staff at halftime. Brings up 4th down and 12, 10 minutes, 13 seconds in the third quarter. Tied up 21-21.
Okay. That actually is going to be 4th and 12.
4th and 12,
with the loss of about 4 yards there. So they're lining up to punt, and I'm not sure what Gladewater was thinking there in that series. They didn't do what had been working for them. Nice punt there by Gladewater. Chase Tate going to field it, and he's going to be brought down immediately on the 34-yard line. So Gilmer comes out 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Let's see what that offense can do. Obviously scoring 2 touchdowns in under 4 minutes, basically.
Yeah, totally.
At the second half of the game. Let's see if they come out and they're as explosive as they were at the end of that second. All right, quick pass out to number 21. Boyd, he's in trouble. They're all over him. They nail him on the 30-yard line. He took a tough shot by number 34, Mack.
Yeah, and Mack's got to celebrate himself too there, so
yeah,
up a little bit of energy.
So let's see what they can do. We were looking at loss of 5 yards, so 2nd and 15 from the 30. Fumble the ball, and luckily McLean Carter is able to pick it up. Another loss of 5 or 6 yards. And now Buckeyes are in trouble. We're looking at 3rd and 21. 3rd and 22. So we need something long here, and that means that the offensive line's got to be able to hold this incredible defensive line of the Bears. McLean drops back. He's got time. Fires one down the sideline. Overthrows number 6, Quinn Fluellen, and that's going to be 4th and 22 for the Buckeyes. Hopefully we'll get a better punt than we did during the last punt, which went straight up in the air and gave Gladewater excellent field position. He's going to be standing on about his 10-yard line to punt, so we're buried deep. So hopefully here we'll get a good punt out of McLean, who hadn't had a lot of practice punting. Not a bad one. It's going to hit around the 40-yard line, bounce right into the hands of, and Buckeyes make a good a tackle there, open field tackle on the 37-yard line. So not a bad punt there by McLean.
So the Buckeye defense will come out again, and so I want to continue that momentum they created on that first stop of the third quarter, as Gladewater is going to come out and try to run the ball some more. But Dalen Mack making his presence known tonight. Bring up 1st down and 10, ball on the 38-yard line as Gladewater comes out.
All right, this time they go back into the set with the fullback. They got a fullback in there. Handoff up the middle to the fullback. Breaks free down the right side. Running for the house. Gets down to the Buckeye 30-yard line. Big mistake there on the Buckeyes. Sykes, finally the defender to pull him down.
He just gets through up the middle and starts to run over around the side. Makes a great play. It's going to bring up 1st down and 10. Ball on the Gilmer 31-yard line.
I tell you, these Gladewater Bears, they got some size down there on that offensive line, and these backs are enormous. Buckeyes have got their hands full. 1st down, handoff again up the middle. This time the Buckeyes stop him on the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 30. And you just hope that the Buckeyes can hold them here. You'd love to see a turnover here on downs. All right, they're splitting two receivers out wide to the left. Quarterback goes under center, fullback and tailback. Fakes a handoff. Dangerous pitch. It nearly just threw the ball out there. The quarterback was wrapped up instantly.
It's incomplete. Yeah.
And just throws the ball out there. And man, that's, if Gilmer picks off that sloppy throw, that's 6 points for sure. 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Buckeyes doing a good job of shutting down the option there. 3rd and 10, ball on the 31-yard line of the Buckeyes. 7:47 left to play in the third quarter. The score is still 21-21. Gladewater goes with a tight package. Big man in at fullback. Goes up the middle. He's good for 5 yards. So now we're looking at 4th and 5. 4th and 5, and I bet they leave him in to do it again. Anytime they need short yardage, they just put the Mack truck in.
Yeah, 4th and 5.
Keep in mind, if you're just joining us, number 34 for Gladewater, the last name of Mack. He is a Mack truck. He's 6'1", 330 pounds, and he's good for 4 or 5 yards every time he gets the ball. They fake the handoff to him, give it to the tailback around the right side. He's got open field. He'll score. Around the right side. Everybody thought they were going for short yardage, and there's a flag on the play, and it's going to look like it's going to be against Gladewater. If that's a fact, lucky break for the Buckeyes.
There's a reason he gives that wide open to run around that way.
Holding is probably going to be the call. We'll see. Nope, illegal hands to the face on number 5 defense. Touchdown, Gladewater. And so that's a good score there by Gladewater. And they're going to line up here and go for the extra point. Now they've got the big man in there. They look like they might be lining up for 2. And so they're swinging. They're off center to the left side. And now they're coming back in and bringing the kicker in the game. So I'll tell you, it's rare that you see just 1 or 2 players that dominant. Kick is up and good, barely good. It's rare that you see that many players, few players be that dominant.
Yeah, that's true, and they're riding their best player tonight. But it's important the Buckeyes come out and answer, because you don't want to. The time of possession is battles being won by Gladewater, and you don't want to play around here and let them hang around too long. So the Buckeyes need to come out and score quickly and get some turnovers, and need to take back the momentum of this game.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back to the action. All right, we're back here in Lobo Stadium. Gladewater just goes up 7 more on the Buckeyes, 28-21, 6:58 left to play in the third quarter. Here's the kickoff, fielded by number 21, Chris Boyd, on the 10-yard line. Cuts up the middle, little room to run, makes his way out to the 30-yard line. Buckeyes are going to take over 1st and 10 from the 30.
It's important now the Buckeyes come out and just do what they've been doing all season. They need to get back in that rhythm, need to go fast, and need to keep Gladewater off balance to get this quick score and to be able to knot it up and continue to move forward.
All right, here we go. Here's the snap, wide open, number 9, Blake Lynch to the right side, got a lot of field to run, across midfield, down past the 45-yard line to the 44 of Gladewater, blown coverage out in the secondary.
That was actually Quinn Fluellen made that catch.
Quinn Fluellen.
And so
first catch of the night for Quinn.
And so that's great play. Oh, he jumped. Big Mac jumped there.
Looks like we got offsides against against Mack.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah, he's getting tired.
When you get tired, you start making mental mistakes. That's a 5-yard penalty, so that's going to be 1st and 5. Ball now spotted on the 39-yard line. Receiver to the right. Chase Tate goes in motion to the right side. Fakes the handoff to Chase. Looking deep. And we got tied up. And they're calling it no pass interference.
They call no pass interference.
Of course, Buckeye fans not happy about that. Is that Quinn Fluellen? Yeah, it got tied up across the middle. Looks like they stepped on one another. Why can't you just do that? I don't know why. Here's the snap. Handoff around the left side. Looks like Jamel Jackson fighting forward. Gets the first down. Jackson's going to pick up the first down. Gets all the way down to the 32-yard line. Here's the snap. Looking to pass. Pass intended for number 25, Chase Tate, who we haven't seen much out of tonight. Great defensive coverage there by Gladewater. You know, that's one thing that's really surprised me tonight. Gladewater's secondary has done a much better job than I anticipated.
They've done a good job tying up our receivers tonight.
5:59 left to play in the third. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Number 7, Jackson. He's going to get pulled down. Maybe made it back to the line of scrimmage. Nice defensive stop there by Gladewater.
See, looks like it's going to be bring up 3rd down and 10. And ball on the 31. 5 minutes, 38 seconds left in this third quarter. Blake Lynch in at quarterback now. No, it's McLean Carter still in.
Yeah, McLean's still in. They've got Blake in a slot, which I've never seen him in that position before. They're putting Jamel Jackson over to the left of the quarterback. Chase goes in motion. They drop back, looking to go deep. Got a man open.
Good, he caught it.
They're good. Nice catch there by number 9, Lynch. Out to the 22-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down. Not sure. They're going to call it a foot short. So now the Buckeyes are looking at 4th and a foot. They're going to measure it. They're going to take a timeout and measure, and we're just going to hope that they went ahead and got it. And that was just a little out route there by number 9, Lynch. He came from the slot position in the backfield and took a little out route. Maybe he could have went another yard deeper to try to get past the marker. Not sure how that's going to come out. It's going to be about a foot short. Going to be a foot short. So we're looking at 4th and 4. And I tell you what, with 5 minutes left in the third quarter, this is a big 4th down. This foot means a lot. So I see Jackson is still in the game in the backfield. I don't see him bringing Chris Boyd back into the game, which I would anticipate at this point. Try to pick up that yard, but number 7, Jackson, obviously very capable. Number 9, Lynch, is coming in at quarterback. So it'll be interesting to see if they take him outside or up the gut for that 1 foot that he needs. Chase Tate goes in motion. They're going up the middle. He looks like he might have got it. Looked like he might have got it. Gladewater thinks he didn't.
But he got it.
He got it. His forward motion, he definitely got it.
Not even close, boys.
Yeah, he got it by at least a half a yard. So that's a first down. The referee's acting like he can't see it. But it looks they're going to measure it again. Jeff Trader's like, you got to be kidding me. I mean, he's there by at least a foot. I'm in the press box quite a ways away. I thought it was a fair spot there by the line judge. And they're going to mark this, and surely, yeah, he got it by a football. Got it by the length of a football. So first down. Of course, Gladewater booing. They don't like the spot, but it was fair. So that was lucky. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. 4:54 left to play in the third. Gilmer needs this touchdown to tie the game. It's 21-28. Gladewater winning. Blake Lynch still in at quarterback. Chase Tate goes in motion. Blake goes up the middle. Got a hole. He's going to take it to the house.
Blake Lynch.
Right up the gut. Now, that hasn't worked for more than 3 or 4 yards tonight. And
right
for some reason, they just keep pounding it.
Yeah.
And Blake Lynch is able to take it to the house relatively
I think
easy.
this is what we're going to see, as we've seen for years. They're going to wear them down. And that's what happened right there. I think you're going to start to see the Gladewater getting tired. And
they swing the gate. They're trying to get to it. They don't get it. Didn't have a chance at that one, folks. I mean, they went for the 2-point conversion, and hopefully that will not come back to haunt us. Trailer and that Buckeye coaching staff never afraid to take chances, but boy, you look at the scoreboard, it's 28-27, and you start thinking, oh no. 4:43 left in the third quarter, and that just shows the amount of faith that he has in his Buckeyes. Jeff Traylor, on many occasions, goes for the win. He doesn't play for the tie. And that one never had a shot out of the gate. Gladewater was all over that one. So that's gonna force us to have to go for either hold them to no more scores and pump it in the end zone a couple of times, or to go for the next 2-point conversion to tie, or end up with a field goal somewhere. So puts you in a little bit of an awkward situation late in the game. 4:43 left in the third. Still a lot of time left in this game for both teams to score.
got to be thinking they're not set up though. They're not going to go for an onside kick, but we'll see as they set up and go.
All right, Buckeyes lining up to kick off with 4:43. Again, the score is Bears 28, Gilmer 27. They do go for the onside kick, and they got it again. Flag on the play. They're probably going to call, surely not an offsides. Jeff Traylor runs out on the field concerned about the call. Great onside kick. You worry when you see a flag in that area, you start thinking, offsides, because those guys know they got to get back down the field pretty quick and take on those front guys. Got a flag out there, and still don't know what the result is, but it's not going to be good because Jeff is not happy. Not happy. He is wearing the refs out. I'm not sure what the call is. So I'm not sure what's going to go on. The umpire hasn't given us a call yet. And Jeff Traylor just beside himself on the sideline. But the laundry still lays. We're waiting to see what the call is on the field. Illegal block on the kicking team before the ball went 10 yards. I guess what they're saying, I thought you could run ahead of the ball and make impact with the receiving team. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as long as you weren't offsides, maybe that's not accurate. But that's exactly what the Buckeyes did. They sent their runners down the field to take out the front line of Gladewater. And they're giving Gladewater a field position. I guess they're assessing a penalty to it. And they are going to... We're going to re-kick, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're going to re-kick. All right. I can't wait to find out the details of that.
Yeah.
After this game, because everything looked up and up to me, didn't it? You, Blake?
Yeah, it did. It looked, perfect. Just a perfect execution of an onside kick, and I didn't see what that was, but.
The runners, what they do is they don't try to go for the ball. They send 3 or 4 guys to take out the front, line, and then the outside guy gets over there and just literally waits on the ball like a pass. It's worked out twice the same way, perfectly executed. So I'm not sure, what they're saying was wrong there. I'm not sure what the rule is on that.
Mm-hmm.
Can the runners not outrun the ball?
I thought they could. I didn't see one thing that would have caused that to be against Gilmer, but and
wow, that's a big deal right there, because that was Gilmer's momentum right there, getting the onside kick. And so we're going to kick again. 4:43 left to play. If you're just joining us, Bears 28, Buckeyes 27. After the Buckeyes went for the 2 points after the last touchdown and was failed to achieve it. 28-27. So Tristan Oliveras, left-footed kicker, lining up to do it again. He has kicked 2 perfect onside kicks. Perfect. And this time he's lining up, I think, to go deep. He's going to pooch kick it. And they got a chance at getting this one, too. The Gladewater, man.
Wow.
They really had a chance of getting that. They kicked it down to the 30.
Yeah.
And Gladewater just able to get there just in time. I thought Gilmer was going to pick that one up as well.
Well, it's about time the Buckeye defense just does something for a dominant stop and sort of takes momentum back on this play, these defensive plays.
All right, Gladewater's offense making their way out to the field. They don't look quite as spry as they did. I'm not sure if that means anything or not. They're lining up in their regular formation, 2 receivers left, fullback and tailback. They hand off up the middle to their fullback, and he gets nothing. He is going to be brought down for probably maybe back to the line of scrimmage, if not a loss of a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
And here comes Mack back in the game.
Mack's coming back in the game. They'll be lining him up probably at fullback. They told me earlier that he ran like a 4.7, 4.8 40 also. So you can imagine what 330 pounds looks like at 4.7, 4.8. So he's lined up in the fullback position. They hand it off to him up the middle, and he is fighting his way forward. Gets about 4, maybe 5 yards on the carry. Buckeyes on their feet. It's third and 6.
3rd and 6.
Buckeye fans know this is an important stop right here. If they could force Gladewater to punt, they've got a chance to go down the field and take the lead again in this game. Both teams, fans on their feet, big man in at fullback, needs 6 yards. They give it to the tailback, and they've got him.
They've got him.
Got him short. He's short of the 40-yard line. He's going to be about 3 yards short of the first. Now, that doesn't mean a thing. 4 and 3 to these guys with that
big boy.
Number 34 in the backfield's not really that big a challenge.
Man.
However, if they don't make it, they're going to turn the ball over to the Buckeyes on the 39-yard line. So they're going to go for it, folks. This is a big play. Big play in this game. 2:48 left to play in the third quarter. We're down by a point. It's 28-27. They've got a 330-pound fullback that they're betting can get 3 yards. Hand off to him.
Down.
Flags on the play.
We were.
Several flags on the play, so whatever it was probably legit. Now, he said offsides offense, did he?
He looked like he did.
I think he just signaled offsides offense. What a break for the Buckeyes if that's a fact. Of course, depending on the spot of the ball, the Buckeyes may decline. Nope, offsides on the... Offsetting penalties.
Offsetting penalty.
They're going to repeat the down, so that means it's 4th and 3 again. So that means we get to watch that play happen all over again. We had a chop block on the offense, offsides on the defense. And here comes the quarterback for Gladewater in with the play. How much you want to bet it's a handoff to number 34 up the gut?
Yeah, that's true.
Of course, they could, knowing we're anticipating that, they could go to their tailback to the right side. They've been doing that effectively tonight. So let's see what we got. We got 3 yards, and this is going to be a determining factor in the game. It's a handoff up the middle to the big boy, and he dives for the first down. And they're going to give him a good spot. They're going to mark that at first. Looks like it's right on the line. I'm talking about first down. First down by maybe 4 or 5 inches. So that was a big play there for Gladewater with 2 minutes left in the third quarter, and he's coming out of the game. That is one big athletic fella. He is a one-man show, I'm going to tell you. All right, here we are lined up, 1st and 10 on the 42 of Gladewater. Hand off to the tailback, back to the backside, and he's going to be wrapped up. Flags on the play.
Flag looks like
might be a hold. Not sure, just guessing based on where the flag was thrown. It's usually a hold or, holding against Gladewater. So that'll back them up. That'll be repeat first down. But that's going to back them up. So that's going to be repeat first down, 1st and 20. The ball now on the 32-yard line. And Bears not getting forward progress down the field. They're trying to get down south, and they've eaten up quite a bit of time off the clock. And not getting positive yardage down the field. These penalties are really holding them up. Buckeye defense doing a good job of standing them up as well. So they shift a man in the slot. Hand off to the tailback on the right side. Got a gap. Good for about 4 yards on the carry. It's going to be 2nd and 14. 15. 2nd and 15.
I tell you, the time of possession, though, is just, you're really starting to be concerned about it because it's about to almost be the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, we're 35 seconds from the fourth quarter here. Buckeyes down 1. This is going to come down to one of those who has the ball last, which we didn't want to see. Hand off to the tailback around the right side. He's got open field. Down the left side, big yardage, dodging, weaving all the way across midfield down to the Buckeye 30-yard line. Big first down. We got laundry on the field. Got flags on the play, and depending on where it is, that could be a hold or an illegal block. A lot of penalty holding against Gladewater. Big break there for the Buckeyes. Number 5 on the offense.
Wow, that was a
big break
for the
right there. And so that's going to back them up. They're now looking at. Are they still 2nd down? Yeah, repeat. That's going to be 2nd and 8, 7. 2nd and 7. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter, folks. We're rolling into the fourth quarter with Bears 28, Buckeyes 27. It's going to come down to the wire in this football game.
Mike Craig.
We're back to the action here in Lobo Stadium. Here's the snap. Quarterback hands it off to the tailback around the left side. Got room to run. Forced out of bounds at the 50-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Oh, and you know who's coming out, big boy.
Big man's coming out. You know, anytime you got 3rd and short, why would you do anything else? I mean,
exactly.
you know, who can blame them? 3rd and 2. And he seems to be holding up so far. He's got 1 quarter left to play, and he's got enough stamina to do what they need him to do. So we'll see if he can gut it out another 4th quarter. He needs 2 yards right here. They hand it off to him, and he gets it. He's going to be right on the line, depending on the spot. Looks to me like he might have got it. They're going to call first down on it. Boy, he gets them just by inches every time.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
So they're continuing to eat up the clock on this drive. I mean, I don't know what the time of possession on this one drive is, but they've had the ball like seven minutes.
Oh, yeah, they've dominated.
At least. They ate up the 3rd quarter with this one drive.
Mm-hmm.
And the Buckeyes have just got to be able to stop them from getting first downs. They've got to make a good stop here. Up the middle, gain of about 2, maybe 3. Burns, DeMarco, some of the big guys on the front. Tristan Oliveras checked back into the game. We're going to call it 2nd and 6.5. Almost 2nd and 7. Ball spotted on the Buckeye 45-yard line. Boy, you need a fumble right here.
Yeah, you do. You really do, don't you?
Yeah, they're running the tight package. Everybody in tight. One receiver out to the left.
34.
Hand off to 34 up the middle, and he's just powering his way forward. Gain of another 3 yards.
Angle the here.
Eating the clock up. This is exactly what we talked about at the beginning of the game.
Right,
Number
exactly.
1 fear, 3 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards, first down, and eating up the clock steadily. So here they come back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and a long 4, maybe 5. Handoff up the middle. Quarterback, they stop him. He's leaning back, just falling over like a big tree. And he's good for 3 yards just by falling over.
Falling over, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, literally, they had him turned around, and he just backwards runs backwards. Now, he's looking at his knee like his knee is hurt. I don't know if he's actually hurt or just...
in time to...
Yeah, he got stunned a little bit. But he's going to have to come out of the game at least for a play. So, 4th and 2. Got a flag on the play. What's going on here? They threw a flag on the play in the middle of the field. I don't know if one of the Buckeyes made a comment or they threw it on a coach. I don't know what's going on here. But out of the blue with no action on the field, it was a dead ball. Yep, DeMarco. They called it on DeMarco Boyd, and that's going to give him an automatic first down. Yeah, the referee was standing out there in the middle of the Buckeyes, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he just throws his flag in the air, and I thought, oh, great, somebody's out there mouthing. That's a 15-yard penalty and could very well cost the Buckeyes this game. A penalty like that will absolutely kill you. Instead of 4th and 2, with the big man, with number 34, Mack, having to sit out a play, which means they have to put in the 2nd or 3rd string fullback, and we had a chance for a stop. Instead, we give them 15 positive yards. That will cost you football games right there.
That will.
2 penalties that's cost us tonight was the 2-point conversion where we had them stopped, and had an offsides and that one. Those two could come back to haunt us unless our offense can really get something going. Handoff up the middle, number 6, going to make his way down to the 20. And here they just keep eating time off the clock.
We're down to 9 minutes in the fourth quarter.
And they're in no hurry to snap the ball, believe me. They want to eat up. They've already eaten up 8 or 9, maybe 10 minutes on this one drive. And we can't get the ball back from them. And but the penalties that keep backing both teams up and back, but the inability to stop them on the first down is just here they go under center from the 20. It's 2nd and 6. Got an offsides on the offense. Offsides on the offense. So they get a few yards back. It's going to be repeat 2nd down. 5-yard penalty, so it's basically going to be 2nd and 10 again. 2nd and 11. Gladewater knows they need to punch in. They need to capitalize on this possession because we're looking at 8 minutes and 13 seconds on the clock. If they mess around here and don't get this first down, they're leaving the Buckeyes, with 6 minutes left or something like that. They march down the field, win, leave them no time to drive the field, and then, that's that. So this is going to come down to the clock. This game's going to come down to the clock. They hand it off to number 34, and he falls forward back to the 20-yard line. Mack.
We're down 3rd down and 6. The ball's going to be placed on the 20-yard line as, the Buckeyes needing a stop.
3rd and 6 from the 20. They need to be able to stop this guy at the line of scrimmage here and then make another stop, limit him to 3 or 4 yards on the second carry. You know where the ball's going. He's lined up as a tailback. They hand it to him, but they stopped him on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
He did not hit the line of scrimmage hard, folks. He is tired. The big man is wore out. He's slow getting up, and he did not hit the line of scrimmage hard. I'm not sure if I'd leave him in there. I mean, did you see him? He tiptoed up there.
Right up to it, didn't he?
You're looking at 4th and 6. They're going to go for it. They have to go for it. They're on the Buckeye 20-yard line with 6:43. They're eating up as much clock as they can. It wouldn't surprise me if they went all the way down. Let the play clock. Yeah, they're going to let the play clock wind down and call a timeout here. 6:32. They're going to take a timeout. As they do, we're going to do the same. All right, back to the action, folks, here in Lobo Stadium. It's Black and Orange Friday. Here's the scenario if you're just joining us. We got 6:32 left to play in the ball game. Bears 28, Buckeyes 27. The Bears have the ball, and they've had it for the last 10 minutes or so, and are driving down the field. The Buckeyes just stopped them on 3rd and 7. It is now 4th and 6. Gladewater's going to go for it because they got 20 yards. They've got the big man, number 34, who tiptoed to the line of scrimmage a while ago. They're lining him up at the fullback position, and this could be the determining factor of the game. They hand it off to the tailback on the backside, and he breaks the tackle down to the 6-yard line, and they do it. They get the first down. Great play call by Gladewater. Excellent play call by Gladewater. Everybody's looking at number 34, and their tailback goes untouched around the left side. Great run there by the tailback.
They're not bringing the markers up. It's only 11. Oh, it's 6. I'm sorry.
1st and goal now from the 6. Gladewater looking to punch this in. Clock now under 6 minutes. That one play right there could easily be the nail in the coffin, and touchdown, a fumble in the end zone, but touchdown by the big man, number 34, Mack, gets a touchdown. 6-yard carry, Gladewater on top, 34-27, and their field goal team's coming out. Now, what that means is if Gilmer gets the ball back here in a few minutes with 5 minutes left on the clock, they have to score, and then they absolutely have to get 2 points to tie the game.
Tie the game.
Tough position to be in
They'll go for 2.
if you're Gilmer. Now, if Gladewater is gutsy enough, they'll go for 2. I wouldn't do it in a million years, and they're not going to. That would have been a really gutsy call on Gladewater's part. Here's the snap, the kick, and it's up and good. So Gilmer 35 or 27, Bears 35. Gilmer's got some work to do. All right, back to the action, folks. Gladewater just scored. It's 35-27 with 5:48 left to play. Gladewater kicks one deep down to the goal line. Number 21, number 3, got a nice return by number 3. We got a flag on the play. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Devin Smith, a nice return there out to the 40-yard line. But we have a flag on the play, and the thing is, Devin was the only guy back there where the flag was thrown, so I'm not sure what they're going to call this. Illegal block to the back, number 10 on the receiving team. We just can't catch a break, guys. It's a spot foul, so they're going to back us up all the way. Instead of being on the 40-yard line, we're going to be on the 6-yard line. We are just snake bit as it turns to penalties tonight. 94 yards in 5:37, and 2-point conversion is what we have to tie. Handoff up the middle. Number 21. He'll get about 4 or 5. Ball spotted on the 8. Need some good passes right here in this series. Drops back. McLean Carter, heavy pressure from behind. Gets one off to number 19, Nick Smith. Breaks free across midfield. Finally forced out of bounds around midfield. So here's what we got to do, guys. We've got to punch it. We got to get down to the end zone, and we got to do 2. And they're going to probably do a little pass over in the corner to Blake Lynch. I'm going to be nervous. And they're blowing that one dead. Timeout Gladewater right before the ball was snapped. Gladewater, believe me, they know how important this one is. 4:54 left to play in the game. 35-27. Buckeyes trail. They're now 1st and 10 from the 50. We need to be able to score and score quickly, because if Gladewater gets the ball back, you know they'll eat the rest of the clock out. I mean, no question. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll be good for 3 or 4 yards of carry, and they'll eat the clock up, and it'll be over. Our only hope at this point is to get down there, score, and then successfully get the 2-point conversion to tie and hopefully hold them at that point to go into overtime. Or onside kick, which I wouldn't in a million years do. I'd kick it as deep as I could with 3 minutes left on the clock or whatever. All right, they swing the gate, get another first down. Blake Lynch comes in at quarterback. Ball is on the 38-yard line. Blake Lynch is the quarterback. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, 1 back in the backfield. Chase goes into motion. Up the middle, Blake Lynch, he's going to be tackled after a gain of maybe 2. He stumbles. And Gilmer kind of pulling out some plays deep in the playbook here. They're stacking it to the right side. 2 receivers to the right, man in the slot to the right. Here's the snap. McLean Carter dropping back. Got a man open, number 6, Quinn Flewellen, forced out of bounds around the 12, 13-yard line. So Gilmer moving the ball down. Remember, a touchdown doesn't do it. It has to be a touchdown plus 2. And that's the tricky part. McLean Carter makes a great pass there. Buckeyes absolutely have to go for 2. Number 9, Lynch goes in motion. Handoff up the middle. 21, Boyd. He's going to score.
Score. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Buckeyes. Now. This is the moment of truth right here. This is what's going to determine the outcome of this football game. The Buckeyes have to go for 2 points. They know they have to go for 2 points. Is this going to be a trick play? Is this going to be something straight up? Is this a pass to Lynch in the corner of the end zone? Is this Boyd around the right side? Is this a quarterback keeper by Lynch up the middle? What are we going to do here? This is what determines the outcome of the game right here, most likely. Because 4 minutes and 11 seconds is all that remains. Gladewater has shown their ability to eat at least that much clock up at any given motion. Lynch is in at quarterback. No, it's McLean. It's a pass to the corner.
They said no.
And they say no. No good. Pass was intended to number 5, DeMarco Boyd. Now, I'm guessing they're thinking, hey, DeMarco hasn't been in offensively all night. They won't cover him, but they did. And it was a great defensive play there by Gladewater. They just knocked it down, unable to reel it in. So now here's where you're at. You're 33-35. 33-35. You've got the ball. 4:11 left on the clock. You have no choice at this point. You have to onside kick now. Mm-hmm. If you kick it deep, they're going to eat the clock up, and they know that. So your only hope here is kick an onside kick, get the kick, and be able to take it downfield and score with no time left.
Gilmer has 3 timeouts left.
Gilmer does have 3 timeouts left. Gladewater only has 1. So obviously we're going to spend all of those trying to save the clock. But the biggest challenge has been trying to hold Gladewater, to have to make them punt or turn over on downs. That's been our Achilles heel all night long, so there's no reason to believe we can start holding them this late in the game. So this has got to be an onside kick. It's got to be a good one. However, they're not bringing in Tristan Oliveris. They've got Juan Esquivel in kicking. So now, did he kick the other onside kicks?
He kicked the
first one. Okay. So he's gathering them back up in the middle here. Gladewater anticipating the onside kick. They do. Gladewater gets it. And that could easily be the end of the ball game right there. That could easily be the end of the ball game unless Gilmer can
get a turnover.
By some miracle, stop them and get a turnover on downs. We've got 3 timeouts. So they literally have to stop them, call a timeout. Stop them, call a timeout. Stop them, call a timeout. Stop them. That's what has to happen here. And then you're going to have 2 minutes left on the clock. To get down the field.
Score. Just surprising what we've seen tonight. Just has not been the typical performance from the Buckeyes as they've played all season. And so we'll see if a big stop can occur.
There's so many plays in this game you'd love to have back. So many mistakes. Hand off to the big man. They wrapped him up instantly. They're taking him down.
Whistle.
They're taking him down at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get anywhere on that.
Timeout.
So you're looking at 2nd and 10, and Gilmer calls their first timeout.
You've briefed Bill.
Gilmer, of course, stopped the clock. It's 4:03 left on the clock. 35-33. Gladewater leads. The big man, the Mack truck, is in at fullback. Quarterback goes under center. Fakes the handoff to him, gives it to the tailback on the right side.
Got a flag down.
Got a flag on the play. He gains about 5 yards on the carry. That'd be 3rd and 5.
We got a Buckeye down. Let's see if he's getting up. Jack.
Not sure. Holding against Gladewater. So they're going to step that off against Gladewater. And that's going to be a 10-yard penalty, basically from the line of scrimmage. And so we're looking at 2nd and 20. Problem is, they're eating time off the clock. Luckily, that penalty, stops the clock. We've got 18 seconds left on the play clock. Gladewater's going to take every bit of it. 3:45 left on the game clock. 35-33. Gladewater comes back to the line of scrimmage. Big man is in at fullback. It's 2nd and 20. They hand it to the tailback around the right side. He breaks outside, gets about 8 yards on the carry. And surely Gilmer's going to call another timeout here.
They do.
And they do. So we've got another timeout on the field. Gilmer. 3:24 left in the game. Bears 35, Buckeyes 33. It is now 3rd and 11 for the Bears. If the Buckeyes can stop them on the next 2 downs,
right?
If they can stop them on the next 2 downs, 11 yards, this game's going to come down to 11 yards.
Yeah.
If they can stop them the next 2 plays, then they'll get the ball with about 2 minutes left on the clock, which is enough time to get down there and score.
It definitely is enough time.
Could be a game changer. But you can bet that Gladewater, boy, fans are on their feet, folks. It is electric in this room tonight. This stadium is on fire on both sides. Everybody knows what's at stake here. The ball is spotted on the Buckeye 48-yard line. It's 3rd and 11. The Buckeyes have to make 2 stops. Mack Truck is in at fullback. They give it to the tailback around the left side. He's got room to run. He breaks free. He breaks free and then falls to the ground and stays in bounds.
To keep the clock going.
To keep the clock going. And that probably is a backbreaker right there. He breaks free out the left side. They've done that all night long. They suck us inside with Mack and then hand it that little tailback around the left side, and buddy, he goes to work every time. And he's well coached, runs down there and doesn't allow him to push him out of bounds. He slides, stays in bounds. Clock now ticks under 3 minutes. Gilmer only has 1 timeout left. And unless we can get a turnover here, this ball game is probably going to be in the books. Handoff up the middle to number 34. And he fights his way forward for big yardage. Down to the 20. Gladewater fans just ecstatic. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to play in the game. They feel like they're on the verge of a victory here. You go back and you look at the things you'd like to have back. I'd like to have 4 drop passes back in the first quarter.
Yeah.
I'd like to have that offsides penalty where they went for 2 and didn't get it. I'd like to have that one back because now we're looking at a tie ball game. And we wouldn't have went for 2 had we had that. 34 handoff. They cut his legs out from under him after a gain of a yard. So they're looking at Gilmer takes their last time out with 2 minutes left on the clock. And it's going to be 3rd and 3. It's so easy to look back at a game like this and say, wow, if we could have done this or we could have done that. But the Buckeyes were just snake bit.
Yeah.
Something in every quarter, whether it was a penalty,
right,
or drop passes.
Stuff we've not seen all year. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Just
not being able to put points on the board. We've averaged 61 points a game.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here looking at 33 points on the game. Defensive stance by Gladewater tonight, just completely unexpected. So Gladewater comes out. They need 3rd and 3 to put this game away. Because then they'll start taking a knee at that point. Gilmer has no timeouts left. All we can hope for here is a fumble. Quarterback takes the ball. They're going to try to strip it. Quarterback's not going to get anywhere, but he knows he's eaten enough clock up. Gilmer has no timeouts. It's we'll call it 4th and 3. Clock is ticking. They're certainly in no hurry. Minute 34 left in the game. Play clock's got 18 seconds on it. Gladewater still has a timeout. 9 seconds left on the play clock. A minute 18 on the game clock. So we're going to be all the way down to minute 13, and they're going to take their last timeout. So here's what it comes down to. It's 4th and 2. Ball's on the 19-yard line. Gladewater gets 2 yards, basically. Game is over. They'll take a knee, and we'll go to the house. Gladewater will be victorious. If, by some chance, Gilmer can stop them at the line of scrimmage and get set in a hurry and really come out with some fancy footwork on the offense and put it in the end zone, then they have the most dramatic finish in history of the Buckeyes.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking at here tonight. Otherwise, Gladewater will advance to the 4th round of the playoffs, and Gilmer's season will be tragically ended by the Gladewater Bears. Both teams fought gallantly here tonight on this field. So many things you wish you could do over. Minute 13 left on the clock, 4th and 2. Bears 35, Buckeyes 33. It comes down to this, folks. Big man's in at fullback. He's up the middle. Looks to me like he got the first down. It's going to depend on the spot, and it has all night long. Play clock is dead. Referee's looking. They're going to measure. It comes down to this, a measurement. Oh my gosh, my heart can't take this type of stress. So here comes the chains, and this will determine whether the Buckeyes have a shot at this thing or if the season is over. It all comes down to literal inches. He's pulling it tight. He's going to be short. Buckeyes get the ball back.
Have a shot.
Unbelievable, folks. By 2 inches. By 2 inches, the Buckeyes get the ball back. But hey, look, we've got 84 yards, 83 yards to go in a minute and 9 seconds. This is what you want your boys to grow up and be Buckeyes for. That's exactly right. Right here, the pressure, unbelievable. Everybody in the stand. There's not a person seated in this entire stadium. This is what we do right here. Quick pass, complete to number 9. Outside, gets out of bounds. Blake Lynch, good for a first down. Minute 3 left on the clock. 1st and 10 from the 29. McLean Carter, the quarterback. You've got Lynch in the game. You've got Chase Tate. You've got Quinn Fluellen. You've got Nick Smith. Drops back, looking to pass, going long. Come on. No flag. No flag. Pass falls incomplete. Long pass down around the 30-yard line. Intended for Nick Smith. Great defensive play there by Gladewater. Both are eligible receivers. Both went up for the ball. 56 seconds left on the clock. Makes you think they've got to be able to move down the field. We're going to have to go for some out routes and get out of bounds each time. McLean drops back, fires a bullet down the field, knocks the ball out of the receiver's hand. Quinn Fluellen can't hold on to it. Great defensive play once again. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10, ball on the 29-yard line. 2 more chances. 49 seconds left on the clock, and I've been impressed by the secondary of this defense from Gladewater tonight. Didn't expect that kind of power out of Gladewater's defense, but they have played well in the secondary tonight. McLean Carter from the shotgun, 3rd and 10. Drops back, fires one. It's a hook and ladder to number 21.
First down, 40
First
seconds.
down and out of bounds. Chris Boyd, hook and ladder. They catch it and pitch it.
40 seconds.
40 seconds left on the clock. Buckeyes got a first down. All they've got to do is score. They're on the 45-yard line, 1st and 10 from the Gladewater 45-yard line. Gladewater secondary playing deep. Here's the snap. Heavy pressure. Screen set up to number 21.
Get out of bounds, Chris.
Out of bounds after a gain of 4. 32 seconds left on the clock. It's going to come down to a Hail Mary in the end zone, folks. And this is, if you take heart medicine, now's the time to pop a pill. It is 2nd and 7. 32 seconds left on the clock. Buckeyes down by 2. Ball spotted. 2nd and 7 on the 42-yard line. Here's the snap. Plenty of time. Fires a bullet. Can't hold on to it. Quinn Fluellen drops the ball on the 30. 26 seconds left on the clock. 3rd and 8. 3rd and 7. Buckeyes have got to complete this next pass to have a shot at the end zone, even to get down close enough for a field goal. Got to be able to catch the ball, folks. Here's the snap. He's under pressure. McLean rolls out, fires a bullet. Did he catch it? He did. He caught it. For a first down, number Quinn Fluellen, number 6.
18 seconds.
Down on the 24-yard line. We're getting within the field goal range. What a dramatic end to the game, no matter how it comes out. There's 18 seconds left on the clock. The one thing we can't do is throw an interception here. We've got to keep cool heads. Buckeyes have got 1st and 10. Ball on the 18. Here's a snap. It's a draw play to number 21, Chris Boyd. He's headed for the end zone.
Yes! Did he get in?
He scores! He scores! Oh! Can you believe it? Crazy! The place is going crazy! Unbelievable! The Gladewater Bears thought they had it. Buckeye fans are jumping up and down. I've never seen a more dramatic finish to a football game. 9
Wow!
9 seconds left on the clock. For everything he's worth, Chris Boyd dives like Superman, the ball over the plane of the goal, makes a touchdown by 2 inches. Unbelievable finish. Unbelievable. Gladewater only has 9 seconds left on the clock to respond. Gladewater fans are coming out of the stadium already. They're emptying the stands. Unbelievable. This one will go down in the record books. 25 takes the ball, going for the 2-point conversion.
He makes it.
Does he make it? He does. Chris makes the 2-point conversion. 42.
Chase Tate, your favorite player.
Chase Tate makes the 2-point conversion. It's 42-35. So here's the deal. We're going to kick one as deep as we possibly can. Gladewater's got 9 seconds to try to get back to the end zone. They haven't proven the ability to quick score tonight, and all of a sudden celebration and elation has turned into sobs on the Gladewater Bears side, and they are filing out of here in record numbers. The Gilmer Buckeyes just made the most astounding comeback in their history, certainly the history of Jeff Traylor. If they can hold off for 9 more seconds, it'll be 42-35. I missed my prediction. I said 49-28. We were off a touchdown or two.
I'm glad we're in Longview because I need an ambulance to get me to the hospital, man. My goodness gracious.
Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. I've been calling Buckeye games for 14 years. I've never seen anything even close to a comeback like this. Unbelievable. And let me tell you something. You talk about the measure of a man.
Totally.
Martin Luther King once said, the true measure of a man is not where he stands in times of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of trial and controversy.
Yeah.
These young men and these coaches just learned one of life's most valuable lessons. You never quit.
You never give up. You play one play longer than your opponent, and you win. And, man, just a game that's not gone the Buckeyes' way, but the Hank...
Oh, we've been snake bit all night. Nothing's gone our way.
Yeah.
The last play of the game went our way. That's it. The rest of it has been Gladewater all night long. Unbelievable. Now, they've got Tristan Oliveris in here because he's got a strong leg, and they're telling him, Chris, kick it to the 1-yard line. And that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to kick it down to the 2 or 3 yard line, and then we're going to make a tackle and make one stop, and this game's going to be in the books. And he does a pooch kick to the 30-yard line. Gladewater trying to make a return. They get out to the
5 seconds.
43-yard line. And Gladewater basically has one play.
One play.
One play. So what will it be? No reason to bring the big man in on this play. You know it's got to be a pass. They've thrown what tonight? 2 passes?
Yeah, 2 passes.
They're swinging the gate.
Number 2.
All right, number 2's got the ball. Buckeyes all over him. That's the game right there, folks. Buckeyes come back with the greatest comeback I have ever seen in Buckeye history.
Look at
The stands are going crazy. The Buckeyes are going crazy, and Gladewater has no idea what just happened. Unbelievable victory. You can't take away from what the Bears did tonight.
Exactly.
The Bears deserved to win this game as much as the Buckeyes. They played their heart out, but the Buckeyes fought to the last play of the game and came out victorious. We were snake bit from the first play of the game tonight to the last play. Penalty ridden. Couldn't stop the offense of Gladewater. First down after first down after first down. We couldn't punt. We couldn't get anything offensively going our way until the end of the game, and I've never seen anything more incredible than what I have just witnessed here tonight.
Yeah. Oh, man, I tell you. Can't say enough about these Buckeye players. These coaches that have the guts to just keep on keeping on and keep fighting. I have never in my life seen.
This is the kind of lessons you want your kids to learn.
Totally.
My daughter is standing right beside me right here, and I hope did you watch the end of that game, Brinkley? That is why you never stop.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Never stop.
I'm so proud of these young men. I'm so proud of these coaches. They never quit coaching to the end. The boys believed they could do it down to the last play. And how about Chris Boyd tonight?
Chris Boyd.
The game of his life.
The game of his life.
The game of his life when it mattered. We're not going to read any statistics tonight because they're embarrassing toward the Buckeyes. All we care about is that the Buckeyes are victorious.
Yes.
41. It says 41-35. I thought it was 42. I don't care. We'll take it whatever it is. As long as it's more than 35, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And the Buckeye, we want to congratulate Gladewater on a hard-fought season.
Yes.
A great season that they had tonight. I thought they had it won right down to the last few seconds of the game. And the Gilmer Buckeyes somehow, miraculously, Blake,
they got out of it.
They pulled out and live another week. And my prediction is, I don't even want to say it, but either one of this would have been a great state championship game. We said that at the beginning of the show, and I can't wait to watch this tomorrow morning.
I tell you,
unbelievable performance tonight by both teams, both sets of coaches.
But man, when it mattered, that stand by the defense to stop it, and then have that last amount of time to drive all the way down that field. Gosh, I tell you, you just
unbelievable. Unbelievable. And the Gladewater fans are literally stunned.
Yeah.
You can look in their faces. They went from total celebration to absolutely can't believe what they've just witnessed.
Exactly.
And I can't either. And in fact, I'm going to have to go have a stiff Dr. Pepper. I'm going to have a stiff Dr. Pepper, and we're gonna wrap up the show tonight. On behalf of our color commentary, Mr. Blake Lander, great job tonight, Blake. I'm your host, Jeff Rash. We're going to see you in round 4. We're going to take on the winner, and I haven't even seen it yet. We take on the winner of Atlanta and Tatum. So we're going to find out next week. We'll probably be playing local here, maybe in Pine Tree again. It is going to be here. We don't know who won that game yet, but it'll be here next week, either on Friday or Saturday night. Be watching the paper for more information. Thank you for listening to our broadcast tonight. Remember, we love you and God loves you.